Hello my loves, welcome to my channel Sun of Stars and welcome to today's pick a card reading. So in today's pick a card reading, we're going to look at what you need to hear right now, okay? This is a new message from your spirit guides, your ancestors, departed loved ones. This is one new message in your inbox from the universe, from God, okay? So we're going to look at what you need to hear right now, what your spirit guides want you to know right now, what spirit wants you to know right now, okay? So in the next clip, you can choose between 3 images. By the way, if you're new here, my name is Cynthia. Hello. Okay, so in the next clip, you can choose between 3 images. If you feel indecisive, you can go on Google, find a number generator and ask your spirit guides, ask the universe, ask God to guide you to the right pile, and the number generator will spit out a number, and there you go, that's your reading, okay? So without further ado, I'm going to see you in your reading, guys. Hello my lovely pal number 1, welcome to your reading, guys. So we're going to look at what you need to hear right now, and this is a new message, ding, from your spirit guides in your inbox, okay? So let me tap into the energy here. Give me a moment, guys. Let me actually show you the cards first, and then we're going to talk about everything, okay? So we have here the card Prosperity, and it says, as this tree grows so strong, so fine, so may I prosper from the universal divine. Okay, we also have here the card Creativity, and the funny part is if you look at those 2 cards, it creates a 333. Okay, so angel number 333 is very significant for you right now in this very moment, where your spirit guides are talking to you through the angel number 333. So every time you, oh yes, they're telling me, because we have a card here that says yes, so they're telling me every time you see the angel number 333, what you're thinking about is like the right direction, or something about pay close attention to what you're thinking about when you see the angel number 333. Okay, something about every time you see the angel number 333, you have an idea that is excellent, or that is going to bring success to you, or something about in that moment when you see the angel number 333, what you've been thinking about is in alignment with the magic of the universe, or you see something clearly, or it's a strong yes from your spirit guides every time you see the angel number 333, okay? But the card also says creativity, by all above and all below, let me connect, let creativity flow. Okay, then we also have the card here, confidence arises when you achieve something you're proud of. Build your confidence, challenge yourself. Okay, we also have the card here, these are like angel oracle cards, and this angel in particular is called Ariel, and I feel like it actually has something to do with the movie Ariel, okay? But we're going to talk about it in a second. And then the card says, new psychic and spiritual experiences are changing the way you view the world and yourself. Allow your spiritual gifts to open through study, prayer, and meditation. Okay, we also have the card here, Isabella. So the card says, yes, the timing is right for this new venture. A happy outcome follows your positive expectations. First things first, your spirit guides are telling you kind of like a yes. The first thing that I'm hearing is a yes, you are on the right path, or yes, what you're thinking about is you're going in the right direction with what you're thinking about, okay? Something about where you had an idea, or you have an idea in your mind right now, and the first thing that your spirit guides want you to know, it's like a clear yes, or something about yes, you're ready, or yes, the timing is right, or yes, try it out, okay? Okay guys, just to give you a confirmation if this is your POW, we also have here the months April and October. So you could be born in the month of April, you could be born in the month of October, or something about this reading could actually also concern a person born in the month of April or October, but we're going to talk about that in a second, because there's a lot of messages coming through. I feel like it's not just one message, it's like multiple messages that are coming through here, okay? But yeah, this reading could be concerning a relationship with a person, where you have a relationship with a person that is born in the month of April or in the month of October. Or for some of you guys, your spirit guide is actually like where your spirit guide is. Others of you, maybe your spirit guide is connected to the month of April, or your spirit guide is connected to the month of October, okay? Let's talk about what your spirit guides want you to know, okay? What you need to hear right now. So we have the Four of Pentacles here. And the first thing that I felt here with you guys is I'm picking up the energy of a plateau, okay? I'm picking up the energy here of a plateau, kind of like, because the Four of Pentacles is a very stable energy, so you could feel like your life is stable, or you know, like kind of like an energy where you have like a stable routine, or your life is kind of stable, or stable enough for you to, you know, I'm hearing something is stable enough, like where maybe your job is stable enough, or your life is stable enough, or your mood is stable enough, or something about you are enjoying some kind of stability right now. May that be like emotional stability, where your mood swings are not that strong anymore, or kind of like enjoying, how do you call it, enjoying financial stability right now, or you just enjoy the stability of a relationship or a friendship, is what I'm picking up here. Something about with the Four of Pentacles, I feel like you have been really fighting the last couple of months or weeks for some type of stability, for something to be stable, for you to feel stable, or for you to feel safe and secure, if that makes sense, okay? So I do pick up an energy here. This could even be literally, for example, if you're moving from one place to another, it's kind of like, oh man, you know, I just want to settle down, I just want to feel settled, I just want to feel rooted, I just want to feel safe, right? So this could be an energy that you have been working on the last couple of months, or you are still working on that energy where you really crave stability, emotional stability, financial stability, maybe a stability like with your family, or some type of stability in a connection or a relationship, because maybe you feel like, oh man, things really have been up and down, and I just want things to be kind of like stable and calm and harmonious, and not such a like up and down all the time, if that makes sense, okay? And for others of you, I feel like you've done a great job, because I'm seeing someone here studying a lot, where again, you put a lot of effort and a lot of time into somehow stabilizing your mood, stabilizing how you feel, or kind of like stabilizing your confidence, or something along those lines, or stabilizing like your finances. Or again, this could be like you have been working on making a relationship strong, or making yourself strong, or again, finding a job, or creating a financial situation that feels like safe to you, kind of like a safe haven, stability, feeling like you don't really necessarily have to worry too much. Maybe it's not ideal, and that's the part, okay? Maybe it's not ideal, the circumstances are not ideal, but they're good enough. I'm hearing this is good enough, okay? Listen, that's the funny part, okay? So to me, this almost feels like your spirit guides are saying you've done a great job at somehow making your life somewhat stable, or to bring some type of stability into your life. Again, it doesn't matter what it is. It could be emotional stability, even maybe, for example, physical stability, where you really worked on getting your body back in shape, and you are at a, like, I'm picking up an energy kind of like a stable weight, or like a stable, you know, income, or so, do you know what I mean? Something about like you have been working on stability and you got there, because the house here talks about how someone is arriving at a gate. So I almost pick up this energy where your spirit guides are saying you've done a great job at somehow creating emotional stability, financial stability, harmony in some type of relationships around you. And they're telling me it's time for the next challenge, or it's time for kind of like the next thing. They're telling me it's time for like a new, how can I explain it? Because it's like the energy where you have been really focused on one thing, again, stability, right? And now that you achieved some type of stability and you were enjoying it, you start to feel, it's almost as if your soul or your spirit is now ready for a new challenge, or your soul and your spirit is now ready for something new. I know it sounds so cliche, but we're going to talk about what exactly this is all about, okay? Something about where your soul or your spirit needs a challenge. There's something about, because I'm picking up an energy, we talked about it, right? You have a feeling that something is good enough, or for others of you, I even pick up the energy here because I picked up the energy of a plateau. If I could describe the energy, for example, this would be a person who's trying to lose weight and they've done a great job and they've lost a lot of weight, and then they hit a plateau. Or maybe even in your career where you know, you've done a great job at somehow creating some type of routine that brought you a great job, or in your business you have like your, how do you say that, like your stable numbers, or do you know what I mean? Something about like you've done a great job at somehow creating, I'm hearing creating the foundation for something. Oh, this is interesting. Like I'm literally hearing, like if someone, you know, if you would compare it to makeup, it's kind of like you've done a great job at perfecting the foundation, right? Like the contour and the makeup and stuff like that. And Spirit is telling me now it's time for you to play, like put makeup, like use different colors and stuff like that, and play around with your eye makeup and stuff like that. Does that make sense? Where you have been, something about you have been somehow perfecting your foundation, or you've done a great job at somehow laying some type of foundation, and now that you've laid this foundation, it's time for something new, if that makes sense, okay? So I'm picking up the energy of like hitting a plateau, even emotionally. Oh yeah, even emotionally, even this energy of like, okay, I've been meditating for the last 6 months, for the last 3 months, and I feel great, but I don't feel any oh yeah, that's what it is. I don't feel any improvement anymore. Where you're doing something, and again, your spirit guides are telling you you've done a great job, okay? Because for the Four of Pentacles to come out, you have been working on somehow, again, laying the foundation, making sure that you create some type of stability in your life, that you create some type of routine in your life, that you create some type of safe haven in your life. But it's kind of like, in order for you to reach like the next level of stability, or the next level of kind of like, because I'm hearing you are about to reach the peak of your healing journey, or you are about to reach the peak in your career. But I feel like right now you might be in the energy of like you're feeling a plateau, or you might be feeling like almost as if you get a little bit bored with something, okay? That's what I'm picking up here. Something about like it's starting to get boring. And you know what the thing is, guys? The thing is, if you get bored, because all of our emotions, like if you feel a certain way, it's information. Your emotions are information, okay? So if you feel bored, you know, because I feel like sometimes, you know, I feel like sometimes, or I'm hearing that voice right now, maybe it's a voice in your mind or whatever, or maybe this is like something that is in the back of your mind, or someone said something like that to you. But I almost pick up the energy here where sometimes we feel guilty for feeling bored. Like you should be grateful for what you have, and that's absolutely true. But there's like, you can be grateful for what you have, but you can also ask for more, or you can make something bigger out of something. So you can be grateful and be bored with something, but at the same time you can also be grateful for it. Kind of like, I'm very, very grateful, but I feel like my soul or my spirit needs more, if that makes sense. And I feel like sometimes we feel guilty for asking for more, or wanting more, or something along those lines, even though our soul or our spirit is telling us that we are in need of more, or maybe our soul, or we are destined for more, or we are destined for something bigger. Yeah, that's what I'm picking up, is something about you are ready for something bigger. May that be a bigger vision, may that be like a more adventurous, maybe like a more adventurous weekend, maybe you are ready for like a bigger career, maybe you are ready for a bigger friend circle, maybe you are ready for like something about to broaden your horizon. There's something about like, yes, that's what I'm picking up. It's kind of like a bird that is in a cage, and the bird knows, oh man, you know, out there, there's a whole world, you know, like, do you know what I'm being brought to? I'm being brought to the movie Rio. Let me take you to Rio, Rio. It's like these blue birds, or like this one blue, yes, that's what I'm being brought to. I'm being brought to this movie Rio, with a bird that lives in a cage, and he's the only bird left from his species, so they want him to pair with another, like with the other bird from his species, to to create like progeny, or to, you know, I don't know, to procreate basically. And he is flying from his safe haven to the tropics, to like to Rio. That's what I'm being brought to. It's kind of like you might feel a little bit restless. Again, it's not like, I feel like for some of you guys, it's just like I'm picking up an energy of like your soul is about to be ready. Like there's a readiness that is emerging, if that makes sense. Like there's a readiness that is emerging. So for some of you guys, you might feel like you have fire under your butt and you don't know why. Do you know what I mean? Kind of like you cannot sit down, or you want to walk, or you want to do things, and it's like this jittery energy is kind of like your soul or your spirit getting ready for the next level, or for you to reach some type of peak. And for others of you, I feel like you're actually suppressing it, kind of like you feel bored with something, or you feel like kind of like you tell yourself, oh, I should be grateful for what I have, which is a beautiful attitude. But this is kind of like an energy where you are suppressing that your soul or your spirit is craving adventures, or that your soul or your spirit actually needs some type of challenge. For some of you guys, again, this is like an energy, I pick up like a plateau energy, kind of like you have been on your healing journey, right? And you've done a great job, but maybe you felt like there's no change. It's kind of like I'm, you know, journaling every day, but I don't see any significant changes. I'm meditating every day, but I don't see any significant changes. And your soul and your spirit is actually craving like kind of like an energy where your soul and your spirit is the happiest when you experience self-improvement, or you really like, it's like there's certain people that really like to grow, okay? They enjoy growing, they actually enjoy challenges. Like, listen guys, for some of you guys, I feel like what you need to know right now is, or something that you might not really know about yourself, is that you actually, your soul, or you are actually the happiest when you overcome challenges, or there's actually like a part of you in your soul that actually enjoys challenging yourself. That's when you feel the most powerful. That's when you feel like you are the it girl. That's when you feel like you are alive. Some people actually feel alive when they are confronted with challenges. Some people actually feel alive when they are backed into a corner. That's when the lion within them comes out. That's when the warrior within them comes out. And that's like a feeling, like it makes them feel alive, kind of like an adrenaline energy. And I almost want to say maybe it has been a little bit too calm for your soul or your spirit, because again, like you crave challenges, and if you don't, you know, I'm hearing if you don't, it's like something is itching, you know, if I could describe it, it's like something is itching, and spirit is telling me it's because you are craving challenges, or you are ready to take on a new challenge because you overcame one challenge, which I feel like has something to do with stability, has something to do with feeling safe, or, you know, your confidence being stable, or your body being stable, your finances being stable, something like that, and you reached that goal, okay? And it's kind of like your soul is craving for a new goal, a new challenge, or you are ready for a new goal or a new challenge. Does that make sense? If you sit for too long on your laurels, you will start to I pick up an energy where you will start to feel some type of sadness creeping in. But the sadness creeps in because what makes you the happiest is growth. What makes you the happiest is self-improvement. What makes you the happiest is, you know, like adventures. So if you don't stimulate that craving, you will start to feel sad. Does that make sense? And sometimes we don't really know like why. Because I feel like for some of you guys, I even pick up an energy where you have been asking yourself why you feel sad. Like, why the fuck do I feel sad if I have everything that I need? You know, you might have told yourself, like, why do I feel sad? You know, maybe even feeling guilty for feeling sad, or feeling I wouldn't say unfulfilled. I would say you feel bored, or you feel like a fire under your butt, where you feel like I need to do something, but I don't know what it is, if that makes sense, okay? So your spirit guides are telling me like your soul and your spirit is craving or desiring a new peak, like a new peak in your healing journey, a new peak in your career, a new peak with your friendships and stuff like that. Something about a new peak, okay, is what I'm picking up here. Because again, you've laid the foundation. It's time for you to to go up, okay, to reach some type of peak here. And they're telling me in order for you to reach some type of peak, even be like an energy where you are craving to be closer to your spirit guides, or you're craving to have a stronger bond or a stronger connection with God, is what I'm picking up here. Okay, so they're telling me here with the Ariel card, it says new psychic and spiritual experiences are changing the way you view the world and yourself. Allow your spiritual gifts to open through study, prayer, and meditation. And I heard, what if I do that? What would happen? So Spirit is telling me, your spirit guides are telling me, again, I feel like you hit some type of plateau, and the reason why you feel a little bit like, I don't know, like you might feel almost as if your spirit guides are trying to explain to you what is happening within you. Because you might be asking yourself, like, why do I not feel fulfilled, or why do I not feel good even though everything looks good? Because you have a lot more power, or you have a lot more, there's a lot more in you. Okay, something along those lines is what I'm picking up here. May that be in your career, you are meant for a bigger position, or you are meant to somehow, I don't know, have, multiple jobs in your lifetime and not just one. Does that make sense? Or you are somehow, not noticing that you crave a new friendship with a person, like with a new personality that you don't know yet. Okay, does that make sense? Something like that is what I'm picking up here. So they're telling me, or they're showing me, you asking yourself, like, what if, let's say for example, you meditate and you feel like it doesn't do it for you anymore. Like, I'm picking up the energy of a cosmic or a spiritual gasm, okay, like reaching a new peak, reaching a new height. But in order for you to reach this new peak or this new height that makes your soul and your spirit so happy, that makes you feel alive, okay, it has something to do with like a new idea, okay. And I pick up the energy here. For example, I'm just going to give you one example, okay? Let's say, for example, you try to lose weight and you notice that you hit a plateau. Nothing is moving anymore. So you tell yourself, okay, I've done a lot when it comes to my diet. Maybe it's time for me to incorporate moving more. So you start moving more, and all of a sudden you reach a new record, or you reach a new goal, like on your weight loss, and it makes you so happy. But at the same time, like moving your body more also brings like a feeling of aliveness, to like you feel alive, or you feel like almost as if you feel excited about something new. You might not feel excited about life. Does that make sense? Where Spirit is telling you, you are craving to wake up and have like new thoughts in your mind, or you crave to wake up and look forward to something new, because the energy around you could be very predictable, okay, and maybe your soul is a lot more wild or a lot more free-spirited than you think, or you are in that energy where, again, like I'm hearing a new reason or a new cause. Maybe your reason in order for you, or maybe your motivation, I'm even hearing a new source of motivation. I'm hearing a new reason and a new cause, like to have a new reason to wake up in the morning and be excited, or to have a new reason, or to have a new cause, to have a new goal, to have a new focus, right? Because again, you maybe have been focused on manifesting your apartment. So now you have your apartment, right? You have been enjoying it, and now I'm hearing things start to feel stale or something. Yeah, that's what it feels like. It's kind of like a drink that becomes stale because it's sitting there, and then you have to, like renew the drink, or like something like that is what I'm picking up here. So you are in your new apartment, for example, okay? You are in your new apartment now, so that means, your motivation the last 3 years was to manifest your apartment. Now you manifest your apartment, and now this source of motivation is no longer there. Does that make sense? Because you manifested it. So then you need a new source for motivation, right? That makes you excited to wake up in the morning. Now maybe you want to manifest, or now maybe you want to focus on becoming the healthiest version of yourself, or the most confident version of yourself. There's something about your soul craves a new source of motivation, or like a new cause or a new reason, to find a new reason, or to find a new cause, or to find a new source of motivation why you're doing something, or kind of like a new goal. Okay, for some of you guys, you could actually feel a little bit like, because the thing is, if you have a goal that you look at, it gives you a sense of direction. It gives you like a purpose to wake up in the morning, right? So if you don't have some type of goal, even a goal for the day, today my goal is to be as calm as possible. Today my goal is to be as playful as possible, to wake up with a new reason to, look forward to something, or something like that. Because if you don't have that, you start to feel a little bit lost, or you start to feel like, what's the point? but you decide what the point is. Does that make sense? Because I'm even hearing this energy of like people saying, what is the meaning of life? But the thing is, you choose what the meaning of life is. Like you choose what is, you know, what is my reason for waking up? What is my reason for, you know, like being motivated? What is my reason? Like, what am I trying to achieve here? You know, because again, I feel like you had like some type of motivation, and I feel like you reached your goal, because with the house here, this to me feels like you reached some type of goal. Maybe you told yourself like you don't want to have so many mood swings anymore. Now your mood is stabilizing, right? So you have like a better mood, you know, every day. And now it's time for you to have like a new reason. Okay, not to rest on your laurels for too much, because I feel like your soul and your spirit, it's kind of like you are the happiest when you learn, when you achieve things, you know, because everybody, you know, everybody is different. Some people, they don't like to learn, and they don't like to study, and they don't like to challenge themselves, although I don't know if that's really true. But I feel like particularly for you, you are the happiest when you overcome challenges. You are the happiest when you reach some type of peak, when you see, it's kind of like, I'm hearing my only competition is, you know, myself, like when I look into a mirror. Okay, that's what gives you like motivation and drive and stuff like that, is what I'm picking up here. So it's kind of like understanding how your soul is designed, because some people, they like the simple life. Some people, they really like the simple minimalistic life off grid, and they just enjoy peace, and that's how their soul is designed. And I feel like your soul is not designed like that, or it's kind of like it might be half and half, where part of your soul does crave that lifestyle, but you also, it's kind of like an energy where, how can I explain that? It's kind of like an energy where different people, they have like a different life path. So some people, they crave to have a family, right? And you know, that's like that's what makes them happy. And other people, what makes them happy is living off grid and living minimalistic and stuff like that. But I feel like with you guys here, what like your soul is designed to somehow experience adventures, or to challenge yourself, or something like that, or self-improvement. Something like that is very significant to your soul. So if you don't do that, you will start to feel like, what's the point? Or you will start to feel lost, or you will start to, where like a sadness is creeping in. Okay, because you're not doing what fulfills your soul and your spirit. Okay, so your spirit guides are telling you to, like, I'm picking up the energy. I'm gonna give you one example. Okay, let's say for example, you feel like, man, you know, I meditate, but it's not doing what it's supposed to do. I'm hearing it's not giving what it's supposed to give. Kind of like this meditation session is bland, it's boring, it doesn't excite you anymore, and you feel like it's not really doing anything, right? Because again, you already reached like a level of peace. So you know, this meditation session is not really doing much. Does that make sense? Because you already reached some type of peace. So I'm hearing like, what if I go to the gym at 6 a.m. in the morning? I mean, you don't have to do what exactly I'm saying. I'm just trying to describe the energy. So what if I go to the gym at 6 a.m. in the morning and then I meditate? Right? Because it's kind of like a new energy. You bring a new energy into your routine or into this practice. So maybe when you go to the gym at 6 a.m. in the morning and then you sit down and meditate, it brings a different experience to your meditation, and you might reach a new height, like a new level of peace, or a new level of confidence, or a new level of harmony, or a new level of stability. Okay, so something about, you are about to reach a new peak in your stability, may that be finances, business, whatever you're focused on, or whatever you wish to focus on. Okay, but it's because you do something different, because you wake up earlier, or you change. I'm also hearing, because the card right here talks about psychic experiences, right? It says new psychic and spiritual experiences. Like, I'm picking up the energy here of where spirit is telling you to experiment the next couple of weeks. Okay, something about what happens when I try to control my dreams. What happens when I try to astral project? What happens when I meditate right before I go to bed? Does that make sense? What happens when I put a crystal underneath my pillow? What happens when I listen to subliminals? Okay, what happens when I take a walk and watch the moon before I go to bed? Well, you experiment with certain things and Spirit is telling you you're going to reach some type of new high, like, oh my freaking God, I feel so alive, or kind of like a new experience that makes you feel alive. Or again, it's actually heightening your intuition, it's heightening your psychic abilities, or it's actually heightening your mood where you feel like, oh my God, every time I look at the moon, I feel so good. You know, when was the last time I felt so good? But it's only because you try something new that you realize you can it's like only when you do something new you realize, wow, you know, I didn't know I could be this happy, or I didn't know I could reach, like something about reaching a new high, okay, or something about like you didn't know you were able to feel this confident. You didn't know you were able to feel this powerful. You didn't know you were you didn't know you were able to feel this confident, okay? Something about like there's more, okay? Reach for more, or there's more is what I'm picking up here. Or again, there's something about, in case you do anything related to business or work or your career, you maybe have been using some type of manifestation technique that brought you where you are at, right? But for the next level in your journey, or on your journey to reach a new high in your career, or with your money, with your manifestation, maybe it's time for a new manifestation technique. Does that make sense? That's what it feels like to me here. It's time for new ideas. It's time for kind of like trying out, like experimenting. Okay, what happens when I do this? What happens when I do that? And I'm seeing like you finding something that makes you so happy. All of a sudden you realize, oh my God, you know, like going for a walk in the morning, it's like such a small thing to change, but my mood is so much better. You know, I feel so happy, or I feel so much more at ease, or my thoughts are so much more positive, or I have a lot more creativity, especially if you do anything related to business, or if you are an artist or whatever, right? If you feel like you hit a plateau with your creativity. So it's calling for you to, I don't know, like do a handstand, you know, in yoga. And every time you do a handstand, there's like a new idea coming to you. And this new idea brings more money to you. Does that make sense? Or there's something about experiment. You know, experiment, but like I'm picking up an energy of like experimenting with your psychic abilities, experimenting with your intuition, experimenting with divination tools, or kind of like I'm hearing, when was the last time you did something for the first time? Or something about every day trying something new, because I feel like you're going to discover something that really changes your life. Okay, for the better. It really brings so much happiness and joy, or creativity, or money, or health to you to do that, to do this new thing, whatever this new thing is. Okay, so this is like a discovery, or like a journey to discover like something new that makes you reach a new peak on your journey, makes you reach a new level when it comes to your healing, makes you reach a peak in your career, makes you reach a peak in your confidence. Okay, this is what I'm picking up here very, very strongly. Because with these two cards that we have here, the Knight of Swords and the Temperance, to me this almost feels like another message that I'm getting here is your spirit guides are saying there is a faster way for you to achieve something, okay? I don't know what exactly this means. It's kind of like when you find a new technique. Let's say, for example, you paint pictures, and you know the drying takes a long time for this painting to dry, but there's like a faster way for you to dry your painting, but you have to go out and find, you know, that tool that makes your paintings dry faster. Does that make sense? And then it cuts like the time that you spent on a painting in half. Okay, and then it creates like, it's like a ripple effect. It creates like a lot of different, you know, changes in your life. Then maybe your daily routine looks different because the time is cut in half when you create a painting. Does that make sense? Something like that is what I'm picking up, where your spirit guides are saying, if you go out and explore different things, different tools, a different, you know, daily routine, when you start to play around like with manifestation techniques, like when you start to play around with like meditation music, like for example, you always listen to meditation music, maybe it's time for guided meditation, maybe it's time for mantras, maybe it's time to listen to a particular type of meditation music that is connected to a goddess. Does that make sense? Or something about like you always go for a walk in the morning. Maybe it's time for you to check out what it feels like to take a walk in the evening. You know, to look at the benefits of when you do it in the evening compared to in the morning. Okay, so there's something about I feel like you would discover something that helps you to either heal faster, you would discover something that helps you to reach a new height in your career, or that helps you to make more money faster. Something about there is something out there that helps you to achieve something faster. Okay, that's what it feels like to me here. Even, for example, to find something that helps you to wake up in the morning faster. But how would you know if you didn't go out there and look at herbs, and you didn't research, and you didn't look at, you know, like and if you didn't go out there to look for this herb that makes you very awake in the morning, right? It's kind of like something about you can speed up the process. All you need to do is explore, you know, explore what is out there, and you will find something that helps you to achieve something faster, or to speed up the process of something. That's what it feels like to me here. Okay, now for others of you, we have the card here. Yes, the timing is right for this new venture. A happy outcome follows your positive expectations. Okay, so I was asking Spirit, okay, it's the right timing. It's the right timing for what? Okay, and then funnily enough, we had the card here, April and October coming out, which tells me like, first of all, whatever this energy is about could be connected to either a sign that you received in October, where you already started something in October, or you thought about starting something in October, and Spirit is telling you it's the perfect time for you to really dive into it, or to give your all, or to give your 100% to it. For some of you guys, pile number 1, this energy could also be about the universe or your spirit guide saying the perfect timing for something is autumn season, because, you know, the October card could just signify like autumn season, right? It's the perfect time to turn a new leaf, or something about, if you have been asking the universe what the perfect timing is for something to manifest, or something along those lines, I feel like autumn season until spring season. For some of you guys, I'm even picking up the energy here, if you have been trying to manifest like your dream apartment, or moving out, or something about like, when will I have enough money to move out, or when will my dream of moving out manifest. I feel like for some of you guys, the perfect timing is autumn season. This could be this autumn season, next autumn season, or spring season. So it could actually literally be like next year, October, could be like, you know, your dream coming true of like your dream apartment, or something along the lines. For others of you, it could be April, because we also have the April card here. So there's something about October and April are months that somehow signify the perfect timing for something. So for some of you guys, April could be the perfect timing for you to find your dream apartment, or for you to move, or for you to finally work abroad, you know, because working abroad also means you have a new accommodation, or it's like a new place for you to live at. So there's something about, if you have been asking the universe for the perfect timing for something, to me it feels like either autumn season or spring season, or from autumn season to spring season. So from now on until April could be like a really good time for you to laser focus on something, or could be a time where some big manifestation is coming true of some sort. Yeah, we have the prosperity card here. So yeah, for some of you guys, autumn season is the perfect time for you to somehow manifest or receive your abundance, or receive prosperity. For others of you, it could be springtime, or just in general, again, from autumn season until springtime could be a very abundant time for you, or where you feel like everything you touch is blossoming and blooming and, you know, prospering. And for others of you, it's the perfect time for you to let your creativity, you know, or to fully dive into your creativity, to fully dive into your creative projects, because they're going to grow fruits. Again, from this autumn season until spring season, I feel like there's a lot happening when it comes to your creative ideas, when it comes to money coming in, prosperity, or again, something about like, it's almost as if you have a green thumb at this time, or something about you have the Midas touch at this time, this autumn season until spring. Okay, for others of you, this could be like, I feel like this energy here could be connected to a person born in the month of October or born in the month of April. We're gonna talk about it. Okay, the funny thing is, we have the card here, Mice. It says discord among friends or family, and the card says it's the perfect timing. So I almost want to say another message that your spirit guides want to tell you is that I feel like it's the perfect timing for you to address some type of problem or issue that you have with a person, or with what a person is expecting from you. Your spirit guides you. Something about like where a person puts a lot of pressure or a lot of expectations onto you. And I feel like it's the perfect time for you to speak about it, or to voice your opinion, or to somehow like, okay, let me say it like that, okay? Because Spirit is like very they're very you know, particular with their words. So they're telling me, because I feel like an energy here with the Two of Swords, you don't know what to think about a particular relationship. You don't know what to think about a particular person or a particular relationship that you have with a person. Okay, because we have the ring here. It says a marriage would take place either romantic or business. So this is telling me you are thinking about how you feel or what you want, or how a relationship is affecting you. This could be a friend, this could be a co-worker, this could be a boss, this could even be like how you feel about your current job, how you feel about attending a family gathering, how you feel about a family member, how you feel about a cousin or whatever. Something about where you have been asking yourself like how this relationship or how this bond is affecting you, and something about where you felt the pressure to fulfill some type of expectation is what I'm picking up here. Or the Temperance card, this energy here, okay, because the card actually says, let me actually read out what these two cards say, okay, because these are like angel cards, and they're only making sense to me now, because when I pulled them, they didn't really make sense to me. So this card here says, it says intellectual richness protects fertility of women, makes children respectful towards their parents. And I think that's like the sweet spot here. Something about, am I disrespecting somebody by setting boundaries, or is this person disrespecting me by not by stepping over my boundaries? Does that make sense? Like there's like a little, it's like a little something here. Like you have been asking yourself like, what really is respect, or what does it really mean, or you know, what happens when I set some type of boundaries with a person? Okay, we're going to talk about it. Okay, or you felt guilty for it, setting some type of boundaries. We're going to talk about it. And then this card says reconciliation regains the favor of those one has offended. You see, this is like the sweet spot here, where you feel like you want to do something, you want to say something, or you want to stop doing something, or you don't want to do something and you feel like you're offending somebody, or you're asking yourself if it's disrespectful or something like that is what I'm picking up here, okay? Or again, you feel guilty that you made a decision that was good for you, but it pissed off another person. Or you are like, that's the energy that is surrounding you right now. Listen, Spirit is telling me it's very, 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 very important that relationships go through a test, right? For example, if you want to know if a boat is good, the boat has to go through a storm, right? So that you know what the boat is made out of. What do we have to like change? You know, like the boat has to go through some type of test. The boat has to go through a storm so that you can see, okay, how strong is this boat, the ship, relationship? How strong is the ship? Can it withhold or can it withstand the storm? If the ship does not withstand the storm, the ship is not good, or you cannot use that ship for long trips, right? So you have the knowledge that the ship is not meant for long trips, maybe only for short trips. Okay, and it's like very ambiguous, or like a metaphor. Okay, or for example, if you buy a shoe and you live in a cold climate with snow and like storms and stuff like that, you take the shoe and you look at, you know, you bend the shoe to see if the shoe is like, you know, rigid, you know, like you need a strong rigid shoe for like this cold winter or something like that. So you test the shoe, right? You bend it, or you look at how it is, you know, manufactured. Or for example, you go on a test ride with a car, you know, maybe it's a car that is supposed to withstand the desert or withstand like the bumps in the road when you are in a desert, right? You cannot just take any car. You need a particular car that is strong enough to handle whatever the circumstances are, to handle some type of weather. Okay, Spirit is telling me it's exactly the same with relationships, right? Relationships have to go through some type of test to see how does this person react when I set boundaries? How does this person react when I speak my mind? How does this person react? Like, do they seek vengeance? Are they understanding? Do they try to understand me? Can I have like a honest conversation with them? You know, can I have a hard conversation with them? You know, relationships are meant to go through some type of test to know, because sometimes you get to know a person a lot more when you see them, you know, because everybody, you know, you usually meet the representative in a relationship, right? Everybody shows their chocolate side, and I feel like the society is also really, really good when it comes to having a mask on, saving face and stuff like that. And sometimes you don't know who a person really is because you didn't have a hard conversation with them. You don't know who this person is because you didn't have a fight with them. How do they act when you have a fight? Do they try to understand you? Are they trying to seek peace? Are they trying to seek vengeance? Are they trying to get back at you or clap back or whatever? Kind of like where you also even see the maturity of a person or what this relationship is really made out of when it's going through a test. So because I feel like the energy where you are a person, you love harmony or you want to be harmonious with everybody. Okay, and Spirit is telling you if you have any fights or any disagreements right now, it is because Spirit is trying to show you who this person is, because you always meet the representative. But how does a person react when you have a fight? Do they come to you and ask you to have a conversation? Are they trying to manipulate you and gaslight you within the conversation? Then you will see like, oh my God, you know. So that's how they deal with disagreements. That's how they deal with setting boundaries. Like if a person gets mad because you set boundaries, that's how it's showing you that this boundary was necessary. Do you want to be in a long-term relationship? Do you want to be in a long-term friendship? Do you actually want to move in with a person that doesn't, you know, respect your boundaries, that gets mad or that is trying to trigger you just because, you know, for example, you go out and do your own thing because you need time for yourself, and then they try to trigger you like, hey, look at me, I'm also doing my own thing, and then they try to create drama just because you wanted to have time for yourself. Do you want to be in a connection with a person like that? Do you want to spend Christmas with a person like that? Do you know what I mean? It's very significant for relationships to go through some type of test. Okay, so Spirit is telling you don't shy away from going through some type of test or testing the limits of a relationship. It's very significant because you will find out who this person really is. How do they react in the midst of a storm, in the midst of like a hard conversation? That's how you really know who a person really, really is. Okay. Not to shy away from that type of energy, or it's actually the perfect timing for you to actually find out what certain relationships and certain friendships are made out of. Okay, so it's not like a sign for something going wrong in your life. It's actually a good thing that you find out, you know, how a person's handling your boundaries, or maybe even how you react to boundaries. You know, maybe you want to change something about yourself in a relationship. Do you want to be more honest? Do you want to speak your mind more often because the person cannot read your mind? Okay, something about let relationships go through the test of time. Let relationships go through a storm. Okay, and you will see if the ship is gonna, you know, if the ship is gonna arrive at the island or if the ship is like sinking. You know, it's very significant for you to do this, because if you don't, you will never know who a person really is. It's very significant to let fights happen or to let arguments happen for the sake of finding out who is this person really, you know, under pressure with a hard conversation. Who are they really? And then you can make a decision if you want to, you know, like spend the rest of your life with this person, if you want to move with them, if you want to, you know, be friends with them, if you want to invite them to your family. Do you know what I mean? Something like that is what I'm picking up here. Okay, to just let it happen. I'm hearing just let it happen. If there's any disagreements, if there's any, you know, like, yeah, any disagreements, let it happen. Don't shy away from it. Let it happen. Test this relationship, or test, you know, how this person reacts under certain circumstances. You will get to know who they really are. Okay, and then you can make a more accurate choice, right? Because a shoe can look fantastic, but is it good for the winter? Is it strong enough for like a winter storm or whatever, right? For others of you, what you need to hear right now is you need to go out and have some fun. Okay, let's have some fun. Let's beat this stick. I want to take a ride on your disco stick. For some of you guys, what you need to know right now is it's time for you to go out and have fun. Because again, I feel like you have been working really, really hard on creating some type of stability in your life, and you arrived. Okay, I feel like you did achieve some type of goal, may that be a big or a small goal, and so we're just telling you, reward yourself with something fun. Okay, go out and have more fun. You have been working really hard, or you have been very serious because you have been trying to achieve something, so now you need to lighten the load or lighten up a little bit, so that you, because when we are in a serious energy for too long, we start to become too like it's kind of like we start to become very, very stiff, you know, and we forget how to be spontaneous and how to go with the flow and stuff like that, because we're always serious. To somehow find a balance between those two energies here. Okay, and again, for others of you, I feel like there's a new idea coming to you. Okay, as you do something different, like you do a handstand or whatever, all of a sudden you get like this idea that is going to bring a lot of like, because for some of you guys, I feel like you are also about to celebrate or achieve like a new goal when it comes to your finances or when it comes to money, is what I'm picking up, especially if you have your own business and stuff like that. But it comes through like a new idea or a new attitude or a new hobby or a new morning routine, a new evening routine. That's how this new money comes to you. It's kind of like new money comes to you, or new success comes to you because you do something new. Okay, that's what it feels like to me here, because we have the card here, treasure chest, and it says an unforeseen windfall of new abundance comes to you now. You see, new abundance comes to you because you do something new, because your attitude is new, because your energy is new, because the way that you speak is new, or is, you know, different, or yeah, new to you. Okay, one last thing that I want to talk about is we have here Amara, the, oh my god, I cannot pronounce it, but we have Amara here, and it says Aloha Healing. Okay, I want to read out this card here for you guys. Okay, I want to read out this card for you guys here, because again, I was asking Spirit, because they are saying yes, the timing is right, and I was like, okay, the timing is right for what? And then we have here grapes and the bowl, and it says plenty of material things. Okay, so these two cards came out, and you're gonna find out why in a second. Okay, they're connected to this Aloha Healing card right here. Okay, so let's talk about it. Give me a moment, guys. Do you know what I'm also hearing? I'm hearing your spirit guides asking you, what advice would you give your younger self? Whatever you come up, like whatever answer you come up with might give you a hint of in which direction you're supposed to go next, or the next step on your journey, or the next step on your healing journey, the next step on your career, or it's giving you like an insight, or it might actually be the answer to your question that you have in mind. Because I feel like you are thinking about like, should I go left, should I go right, what should I do about this situation, what should I do about this job, this career, this plateau, this stagnation, this relationship, you know, these circumstances. Okay, so I want to read out this card right here. It says Aloha Healing. Okay. The card says Amara has come, so it is time to begin to eat more fresh fruits and drink healthful juices and smoothies. Take dance lessons, have a tropical bath with flower petals, and bring the energy of a waterfall into your life. Now you see why these two cards were significant here, right? Grapes and the bowl with the fruit here. And I actually have to tell you a little story after I'm done, you know, reading about this message here. It says, Kahuna massage and bodywork is wonderful for you when Amara makes her gentle, powerful presence felt. She also responds well to dancing, joyful exercise, singing and music, fresh foods, fruits, and more raw food, and you would definitely benefit from more sunshine and outdoor time. There may be relaxation and healing traditions within your ancestry to investigate. Take a vacation and journey to a soulful place. Holistic treatments will have appeal, as will natural alternatives. By taking this approach and devoting yourself to it, you can expect renewed health and a positive new attitude too. Above all, it is time to connect to the power of sunshine in gentle, soulful ways. Surfing and ocean swims will be most beneficial at this time. Okay, and I actually want to tell you a little story, okay? Especially since we have the Five of Swords here, okay? Because I also want to say one more thing here. I either want to say you have mastered how to deal with haters or how to deal with negative people, or you are about to kind of like master the art of ignoring. How can I explain it? Something about like where you learn how to deal with negative people, or you learn how to deal with haters, okay, is what I'm picking up here. You are in the midst of it, or Spirit wants you to focus on that. Okay, and for others of you, you already have mastered it, is what I'm picking up here. And Spirit guides are telling you congratulations. So I want to tell you a story, okay? So the last couple of days, I have been drinking a lot more smoothies. I used to drink a lot more smoothies. I used to be like, you know, I used to drink and eat a lot more fruits and vegetables than I do right now. So I actually I'm slacking a little bit when it comes to eating healthy. So the last couple of days I have been drinking a lot more smoothies, and I have felt such a huge increase in my mood. I was like, oh my God, where does this good energy come from? Why is my mind so fucking positive? I was like, oh my fucking God, I reached a new peak in my healing just because I started to drink more fruits and vegetables. I was like, oh my God, this cannot be the smoothie, can it? And then I noticed it's every time I drink smoothies, I get out of like my mood swings, or every time I drink smoothies, I just feel better throughout the whole day. Okay, so for some of you guys, the spirit guides are actually telling you your body is very sensitive, or for you as well, you know, because we are a soul tribe. They want you to experiment with eating more fruits and more vegetables, because you're gonna experience a significant increase, maybe even a peak in your happiness, in your health, in your mental health, in your physical health, in your spiritual health, just because you eat more fruits or more vegetables. Like every morning you drink a smoothie, or every morning you eat a fruit bowl or something along the lines, you're gonna experience a new like peak in your healing, or a new peak in like feeling good or something along the lines, because you could be a person like you respond very, very well or very, very strongly to the vitamins in fruits and vegetables. Okay, is what I'm picking up here. And for others of you, with the Five of Swords here, for others of you, I even pick up an energy here where your spirit guides are saying, one last message. It's very important for you to be aware of haters and enemies and stuff like that, to kind of like keep an eye out for them, like, you know, what are they doing over there and stuff like that, but not to get lost in that topic. Okay, to kind of like, if you have like a hating ass co-worker, to, you know, be aware, okay, they are around me right now, so let me say out my prayer, let me take out my smoothie so that my energy is good and stuff like that, let me cleanse and let me sage and stuff like that, and then you go on about your day. Because if you start to become like mad, and if you start to become like irritated and annoyed and stuff like that, they create, how can I explain that? They're winning because they create chaos, or, you know, they create chaos, or they create like they kind of like they succeed at making you, I'm hearing, what makes me happy is to make a bitch mad. So they are happy when they make you mad. Does that make sense? So when you focus on, okay, I'm gonna cleanse my energy and stuff like that, and then I'm gonna this is like, this hater is one more reason to make myself happy. Does it make sense? Where someone is trying to trigger you, but instead of you getting triggered, it pushes you even more to be more positive, or to focus on something positive, or to, I don't know, do something that takes your mind off of this bitch ass energy. Okay, that's how you overcome, or that's how you learn to ignore a hater. Like, not to overlook them, but to ignore them. Does that make sense? Because there's a difference. Because if you overlook them, they can do some bullshit and you're not aware of it, and then you don't cleanse your energy, and you don't pray, and you don't, you know, do you know what I mean? And then they can creep in and create some type of problem, or some type of negative energy in your life. But if you are aware of it and you cleanse and stuff like that, and then you go on about your day, that's how you really overcome enemies. Not when you are focused on them all day, every day. What are they doing and where are they going? And, you know, and when you kind of like, don't fight fire with fire. Does that make sense? You overcome enemies and negative energy when you do things that make you happy, when you do things that, you know, create positive energy in your body, mind, soul, and spirit. Not if you engage in fighting with them. Okay, to kind of like find a fine line. Some days you have to fight with them, other days focus on you feeling good. That's how you overcome negative energy. Okay, And I feel like for some of you guys, you already know that, and I feel like you overcame that. And I'm even hearing for some of you guys, the spirit guides are saying, congratulations, now you know how to deal with haters, and now you know how to deal with negative energy. And for others of you, spirit is telling you like, hey, find a way to deal with it a little bit better and not get triggered so often, okay? Because they're happy when they see you mad. So when you're happy, that's when they're mad. Not that it matters, okay? We're not petty over here, but you know what I mean. One more thing, pile number one. I forgot about it. One more thing, pile number one. Spirit is also telling me it's the perfect time for you to break some type of negative habit or some type of addiction. And I know it's easier said than done. Spirit is telling me, your spirit guides are telling me, manifest that you have the willpower. Right? We can manifest anything, we can speak things into existence. So spirit is telling me, manifest that you have the willpower to overcome some type of negative habit or some type of addiction, okay? Or ask your spirit guides. Ask them to help you with this addiction. Ask them to help you to break the cycle. For some of you guys, it's the perfect time for you to break some type of cycle. For example, if I could describe the energy, it's kind of like, okay, let me say it like that. Let's say, for example, you have been sick. Maybe for some of you guys, you currently have a cold. So let's say, for example, you have been sick. And since you have been sick, you didn't eat cookies because you didn't feel good. So now you're coming back to normal. You no longer have a cold. You can have the opportunity to go back to eating cookies, which is not good for you, or which, I don't know, triggers weight gain or makes you feel sluggish, or do you know what I mean? Like, you can go back to eating cookies and nothing changes, or you can continue, like, use that to your advantage. Like, you have been sick and you didn't eat cookies, so continue doing it. Or something about, you sometimes have days where it's easier for you to not do something. Like, sometimes you wake up in the morning and it's easy for you to go to the gym, and other days it's not easy. To kind of like strike while the iron is hot. If you are in the energy of like, okay, I feel motivated to go to the gym, use that day. Like, don't use logic, kind of like where logic tells you I should go on to the gym for the first time in a long time on a Monday, but maybe on Monday you're not in the energy. Maybe the energy is coming to you on a Saturday or on a Sunday. Does it make sense to strike while the iron is hot? Kind of like, okay, this Sunday I feel like I want to go to the gym, like I feel energized. So you do it to break the cycle. Because if you would do it on Monday because of logic or because you planned it that way, then you don't have the ambition to go, and you don't break out of the cycle. Kind of like something about strike while the iron is hot, or pay attention to moments where it's like the iron is hot and then strike, okay? Do you know what I mean? Kind of like, for example, if you have an idea to create something, don't wait until you have time, or don't wait until the weekend. Do it in that moment. Do you know what I mean? Something like that is what I'm picking up here. That could also be something that you have to pay attention to, because you might be a very impulsive, spontaneous person, and you have to honor that impulsive, spontaneous nature that you have, that you do something in the moment where you feel a spark and not when you plan to do it. That could also really help you. Or again, ask your spirit guides to help you break some type of cycle or some type of routine that is not good for you. Kind of like scrolling on the phone in the morning, you know, it, I don't know, puts you in a bad mood because you see people living their life and stuff like that, and it doesn't motivate you. To kind of like break the cycle, if you already wake up one day, okay, today I don't even feel like going on my phone, use that, okay? Use that energy and continue, like, okay, I already, you know, did it one day, I can do it the next day and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? Something like that is what I'm picking up here. Or ask your spirit guides to help you to break some type of addiction or cycle or something along those lines, or manifest it, okay? Because that's going to lead you to the next level in your career, the next level in love, the next level on your healing journey, the next level to your emotional happiness, okay? So pile number one, that's all I have for you guys. I hope you like this reading. I hope this helped you. I'm going to see you in my next one, and I wish you a lovely day. Bye. Hello my lovely pile number two. Welcome to your reading, guys. This is going to be a message from your spirit guides. You have, ding, one new message from your spirit guides, the universe, your ancestors, okay? What do you need to hear right now? So let me tap into the energy. Give me a moment, guys, okay? Let's see what your spirit guides want you to know at this time. I think we're gonna look at the cards together first, and then we're gonna talk about everything, okay? So I'm just going to cleanse the energy here a little bit. Okay. Oh, here we go. Here we go. So pile number 2. I'm going to show you the cards and then we're going to talk about everything, okay? So we have here the card Authenticity, and it says, who I am is good indeed. I am authentic in thought, word, and deed. Oh, this is gonna be an intense message, I can already tell. I also have the card here, Destiny, and it says, all that I shall need to know as I walk shall now be shown. Then we have the card here, your energy is high and something big is coming. Keep your frequency up. Your power triggers powerful changes. Okay. I have the card here, Sweet Memories, and it says Dried Flower Fairy. The reason why I show you all the cards is because I want you guys to see how the dots are connecting. Okay, so it says Dried Flower Fairy, Sweet Memories. Okay, and we also have the card here, Marie Masquerade, Glamour, Intrigue, and Drama. Angel number 111 is very significant for you guys, okay? Every time you see the angel number 111, your spirit guides are speaking to you, or what you have been thinking about is very significant, or what you're thinking about, you're going in the right direction with your thoughts, or this idea is true, or you see something clearly when you see the angel number 111, okay? But yeah, we have here Marie Masquerade. Okay, and the reason why I said Dried Flower Fairy is because we have the card that says you deserve those flowers. Your love life is about to become interesting. Get ready. And she's holding roses here, right? Okay, so let's tap into the energy. What is going on here? So I'm hearing, we have to now put the puzzle pieces together, okay? I'm hearing fake flowers. I'm hearing flowers that are dry, that need water. Okay, but I'm also hearing fake love, or something about fake love, fake support. We also have the card here, Astara, and it says you deserve the best. Reach for the stars with your dreams and desires and don't compromise. And Spirit has been specifically highlighting the word compromise, okay? And I also heard the song Exchange because I felt the need to exchange the batteries for my planet over here. And then I heard the song, so give me all of you in exchange for me. But to me, it felt like a compromise, like where you compromise who you are for another person, or maybe another person's compromising who they are for you, but not in a way where it is helping you or the other person. It's in a way where the both of you are not so happy, or the both of you are feel like something is off, okay? Now, for others of you, this is not necessarily about a connection that you have right now. It could just be like a connection that you used to have, and I'm hearing it's still a shady aftermath, or you might be still dealing with, like, I'm being brought to PTSD, and I'm so sorry if that's the case, but I'm being brought to PTSD because of a connection from the past, okay? So we're gonna work through everything here because Spirit is trying to prepare you for new love in your life, but it might be you might have to process certain things about an old relationship in order for you to be ready for your new love, your true love, your future spouse, okay? And for others of you, this is actually concerning a connection in your life right now. So you're not trying to manifest love, you're not, you know, this is not really something that you are focused on. But there is still a connection. Your spirit guides want to talk about a particular connection in your life and how this connection is affecting you or has affected you. Again, for some of you guys, this person is already out of your life. I even pick up an energy for some of you guys, it's a departed loved one. Okay, because we have the card here, Sonia, and it says, I bring you a message from your deceased loved one. And this deceased loved one says, I am happy and at peace and I love you very much. Please don't worry about me. But I'm also hearing your departed loved one saying they don't want you to lose yourself in this grief or in this sadness, like where you grieve the loss of a person and they see that you are no longer yourself, because you kind of lose yourself in the sadness and in the grief. And if that's the case, your departed loved one is kind of sad because they want to see you happy. They're trying to send, you know, energy and things to you and signs to you to make you smile and make you happy. Okay, so if you have noticed like signs or synchronicities that are kind of funny, or kind of like, because I pick up like the energy of like where your spirit guide, and it doesn't have to be a departed loved one, it could be just in general where the spirit guide is trying to make you laugh. So your spirit guide to me feels like a funny spirit guide, or like a person who's trying to bring fun into your life, or is trying to make you smile somehow, so way, by making funny things happen. Or kind of like, I'm picking up an energy where a friend is sending you a meme and then you like where you laugh a lot, or something about where your spirit guides have been trying to somehow make you laugh, okay, is what I'm picking up here, because they see that you are sad, or they see that you are really suffering under, like, because of something here. So I feel like the spirit guide is trying to somehow, if you have felt like a funny energy around you where the spirit guide is like recommending funny movies to you, or funny jokes, or you come across funny people or whatever, or like a person saying something that is super duper funny and you overhear it, it's because your spirit guides are trying to make you smile, or this departed loved one doesn't want you to be sad, so they're trying to send funny people into your life, or funny experiences, okay, is what I'm picking up here. In case it is like, in case you felt a little sad recently, or again you grieve the loss of a person, is what I'm picking up here, okay. For others of you, this has something to do with a connection in your life. Again, this could be a person that you don't have contact with anymore, but it's still a shady aftermath, PTSD, or you still there's still some energy around you that you associate with this old relationship or this old connection, if that makes sense. And it's still kind of like affecting you, even subconsciously, because we have the card here, New Moon in Pisces. And Pisces is all about the subconscious mind. And, you know, there is a study that says that most of our life is controlled by our subconscious mind rather than our conscious mind. Kind of like an energy where you listen to a song and you have an earworm the whole day, right? You're not really choosing to have an earworm, it just happens because your brain picks up like the lyrics and stuff like that, or you watch something and then you dream about it, or you associate, like for example, one bad thing happens and then you associate that place with something bad happening. It's like our brain is very easily influenced and very easily tricked, and our brain always associates like one energy with another, puts puzzle pieces together, right? A scent with a person, a place with a feeling. So it's kind of like a lot of what is happening around us has a lot to do with our subconscious mind, you know. A lot of decisions that we make come from our subconscious mind. We associate this place with something that we don't like, so we don't like going there, even though not the place itself is not bad, but our memories about this place. Do you know what I mean? This is what I'm picking up here. So your spirit guides for others of you. I also pick up an energy. I'm hearing the dark side of the moon, and I think it's an album by Pink Floyd. I don't know why I pick up Pink Floyd so often. And I'm also being brought to a prism where like the light is coming through the prism and then it breaks the light and then it creates like a rainbow. I don't know why spirit is showing me that. Okay, we're gonna, I think perception. Because I feel like that's the same thing that happens when you wear glasses, right? There's like something happening, like because our glasses are kind of like similar to a prism. So there's something about the way you see yourself, or the way you see a situation, or the way you see a connection. Spirit wants to talk about it, okay? Because I'm hearing the dark side of the moon, and I almost want to say I would not be surprised if you have had dreams lately about a relationship, an old relationship, about a new relationship, about a current relationship, or a current connection. It doesn't have to be romantic, okay? It could be a friendship, it could be family, whatever, whoever. And I feel like this dream has been trying to tell you something, and I don't know if you picked it up yet, like if you picked up what this dream was really about, but this dream is trying to tell you something, okay? because we have the card here, the Six of Wands, and this is like an angel card. Okay, this is like an angel card here. I cannot pronounce how you would call this angel. It says Sihaya, but it's interesting because the word Si is in the name, so it's kind of like spirit wants you to see something. It's kind of like, what are you not seeing that is going on around you? I did that reading you know, a couple of videos ago, right? I feel like that's what spirit wants to talk about, something that you're not aware of or something that you're not seeing. Okay, and then it says God who took evil, like you know, it says this is like an angel who takes the evil away. It says God who took evil, and it says longevity protects from infirmities. What the heck is that word about? Give me a moment. Oh, so infirmities means like it's a different word for weakness. Oh, ay caramba. Okay, I think I know where this is going. I feel like this is an energy here of you, how can I say that? I'm hearing turning a blind eye, or something about like how do you say that when you give a person another chance? Like you how do you call that? Like where you, something about an eye. It says to turn a blind eye. That's what I'm picking up here. Or there's something about like you are not really, yes, your spirit gets it here. You're not really seeing a person for who they are. Or something about where a person is using your weakness against you, or is trying to use your weakness against you. This is what I'm picking up here. But again, we have to like really entangle everything here, to be honest with you guys, okay? Because we have different messages for different people. So please bear with me. It's a lot going on here in your reading. We also have the card here, Judication, and I think this is usually about like some type of judgment or something. You could feel judged by a person, or this is also an energy where you maybe feel very judged by somebody, or something about where spirit might be telling you to get out of your judgmental energy, because maybe you cannot really see who a person is, because I'm hearing don't be so quick to judge, okay? But again, it's going to be different for all of you. For others of you, you feel heavily judged, or you feel heavily, yeah, you feel heavily judged, okay, is what I'm picking up here. So let me tap into the energy, what's going on here. So the first thing that I pick up here, and again, it's different messages for different people, okay? So please bear with me, because I pick up like different scenarios. One thing that I pick up here is you have been in a friendship, or you have been in a connection, and I feel like in this connection or in this friendship, you gave up a lot of who you are, kind of like where you have been compromising and compromising and compromising. You know, you have been overstepping your own boundaries, kind of like you have rules and then you let this person break your rules until you don't have any rules anymore. Does that make sense? Where this person is crossing your boundaries over and over and over again until there's no boundary to cross, or they break one rule after the other and you turn a blind eye to this person. And we have here an older woman, so this could be an older woman, it doesn't have to be. I might actually look at who this person is, but I feel like for a lot of you guys, you have like, it's like in your gut, you know who I'm talking about, or it could be multiple people. For others of you, it's the complete opposite, where an older woman has been trying to tell you, hey, this person's not good for you, or hey, watch out, I don't have a good feeling with this person. And you maybe didn't listen, like you maybe, most of you, this is kind of like, I'm hearing the song Mama Knows Best by Jessie J. So, but again, it's going to be different for all of you, because for some of you guys, you do not have a good connection with your mom. So your mother, or this motherly energy, could actually be, you know, what we're going to talk about, this connection that is suffocating you, or this connection that is leading you astray when it comes to how you view yourself, okay? And for others of you, this is actually like your mom saying that she, or like a motherly energy, or like a female energy in your life telling you she has a weird feeling about a person, about a lover, about a friend, about a contract, about something, and you did not listen. like I'm picking up an energy where even maybe someone has been coming to you and telling you they had a dream, and that dream was not particularly good and you didn't take it too seriously. Does that make sense? And I feel like that's what Spirit wants to talk about, because your spirit guides want to protect you from something, or they want to help you to finally manifest the love of your life, but it has something to do with a person telling you lies, or you really internalizing certain things that a person says to you that is not really true. Okay, they tell you who you are, and then you take it on. That's what it feels like to me here. Okay, again, for others of you, we're going to talk about everything so that because I pick up the energy here of like I pick up an energy of like cutting yourself loose from something so that you are free to manifest your true love, or that you are free to somehow manifest success. So we're basically dissolving a knot, or Spirit wants to dissolve some type of knot here. Okay, so let's talk about it. And again, it's going to be different for all of you. May that be a money blockage, or like a, you know, a success blockage, or whatever. We're gonna talk about everything. So first things first, this is telling me that so first things first, I pick up a strong energy here where you have a person around you, because the Marie Masquerade talks about a person who is wearing a false mask. That's why I'm talking about fake support and fake love. But I'm also being brought to, again, like where you compromise who you are, and you break your own rules, or you break your own boundaries, or you always give this person another chance and another chance. And it's almost like, because this person breaks so many rules, or because this person breaks so many boundaries, you don't have any boundaries and you don't have any rules whatsoever. And then you start to feel lost, because sometimes we get a sense of direction because we have golden rules, right? Where you have golden rules for yourself, like you know, I'm not going to spend too much time on social media, or I'm going to be connected to nature, like where you need, yeah, that's what it feels like to me. Or something about like I'm hearing you have to be careful that a person is not like fucking up your moral compass. Like I'm picking up the energy here of a person who, this could even be an energy where you are with a friend, and this friend has a way of breaking rules. They are like very rebellious. So they somehow seduce you into also breaking rules that you usually would not break. And they might bring you to a place that you don't want to be at, emotionally, spiritually, physically. I don't know what it is. That's what it feels like to me here. Okay, something like that is what I'm picking up here. Like I'm even picking up the energy where you have a friend and they gossip a lot, and then when you are with them, you turn into a mean girl, and you are not a mean girl, but you turn into one because you compromise, you adjust, or you adjust to the situation, or you adjust to this person, but you become somebody that you are not because you are around them. Does that make sense? And then your moral compass is a little bit like fucked up because they somehow tell you, oh, it's not that bad, or something like that is what I'm picking up here. Okay, so be aware of that energy. For others of you, to me, this also feels like a person who is like, I'm picking up a fake supporter. I'm picking up a person who is fake supporting you, or like something about fake love. Because we have here the bear, and it says danger, especially in money matters. So there could be a person who is around you just because they feel like they can get something from you, is what I'm picking up here. And you might be holding on to this person because you have memories with them. Like I pick up the energy where somebody has changed. Okay, a person has changed. They could have changed, like something has changed about them, but I feel like you almost don't want to see that they have changed because you have so many good memories with this person, is what I'm picking up here. Okay, and your spirit guides are letting you know, like, hey, this person really has changed, and you need to acknowledge that. Okay, that this person, like, maybe they always have been a free spirit, but now their free spirit energy brings them into trouble. So do you know what I mean? It's kind of like you always liked them for being free spirited, but it turns into like they exaggerate, so they turn into a different person. Okay, but you might still try to see the old version in them, even though this is not who they are right now in this very moment. Kind of like an energy where you are in love with somebody, and this might be the case, and things are changing, you are changing, they are changing, and you're still with this person even though it doesn't feel right, but for the sake of memories, like you have good memories with this person, you know, but it's like I don't feel like you're necessarily happy in this connection anymore. So you have to ask yourself if you want to compromise your happiness or your fulfillment. And you know, if you're not happy and fulfilled, it also at some point creates problems with your health, you know, is what I'm picking up. So Spirit is asking you, like, how much do you want to compromise in order to keep a connection alive, or in order to I don't know, in order to keep the peace, is what I'm picking up here. You might be a little bit scared to change, even though that's what you truly wish for, like that's what you truly need. Okay, for others of you, this is what I was saying. Spirit is trying to, again, it's kind of like, okay, I got it. So, Spirit is telling me you have the voice of a person in your mind that is very mean. Like, I'm hearing like this person's mean words echo in your brain. This person's negative energy is living rent-free in your brain. Sometimes you lay in bed, or it's kind of like an energy where, like, I'm picking up the energy of like somebody who's like having fun, and then there's like you hear the echo of a person saying, you don't deserve to have fun, why are you having fun, you know, you didn't accomplish anything, so don't have fun. This is what I'm picking up here, but it's in the back of your mind. It's like you have a voice in your mind from another person, is what I'm picking up here. And I feel like it's a very mean person, or this person has said a lot of mean things to you. Okay, and it's kind of like this person's almost influencing your actions, and you're not realizing it, because again, new moon in Pisces tells me that it's all subconscious. Pisces energy is all about the dream state. It's about the subconscious mind. It's about what happens while we're dreaming. It's what happens in the dark. It's what happens in the unseen realm. Okay, so you could still have like the mean voice in your head from your mom. You could still have the mean voice in your head from your ex. You could still have the mean voice in your head from, I don't know, a sibling or whatever, who said like very mean things to you. When whatever this is, even a friend here, okay? Even if you already cut this person off, I feel like it's still echoing in your mind. This voice is still echoing in your mind. And for that reason, sometimes you might find yourself feeling sad or shitty, because it's like you still have this voice in your mind. Okay? So Spirit wants to talk about it. They want to help you to cleanse, or they want you to purify your mind, or they want you to they want you to replace this mean voice in your mind with a very loving voice. We're going to talk about everything, guys, okay? We are, because it literally says the therapist here. So for some of you guys, you might actually need a therapist here. For others of you, if you had a weird feeling about your therapist, where your therapist is like for some of you guys, I also pick up where you have been going to a therapist, but you felt like this therapist is very judgmental, or it's almost like something is wrong with this therapist. Okay, if you had a feeling that something is wrong with this therapist, I feel like you are correct. Something is not right with them. It's kind of like people who only do their job because they have to, but not because their heart is in it. So it maybe the therapy session feels very cold, and you maybe, oh, for some of you guys, maybe you need a different therapy. And for others of you, you actually would highly benefit from going to therapy. For others of you, if you say that's not something that you like, Spirit might be telling you it's the perfect time for you to dive into self-help energy or self-help books. But again, we're going to talk about everything, because I feel like Spirit is trying to heal you, so much so that you finally manifest the love of your life into your life, or that you finally manifest like some type of success in your career, okay? Because I pick up an energy here for some of you guys. I pick up an energy here where you feel like the life that you live does not reflect what you truly want, or the life that you live it's not in alignment with your soul. Like what is happening in your soul is different than what is happening around you. Okay, so again, we're going to talk about everything. Your spirit guides want to help you. What they want you to know is that they're helping you right now. And again, there's something about you either need a new therapist, because you are correct. This therapist, they have like I feel like this therapist has a code energy, or they make you feel misunderstood, or they make you feel guilty for, I don't know, like they make you feel like a burden, okay? Again, not for everybody. It's just particularly for someone here. Like I feel like you need a new therapist that is more loving or more soft, because, oh, here we go. Because there's different things for different people. Some people, they thrive with tough love, right? They have a tough love conversation with somebody and they thrive and shine. Other people, they go down, or like other people, they do not thrive. It's not good for their mental health to have a tough love conversation. Some people, they need to be touched with soft, like they're very fragile and they need soft love, soft way of communicating. For other people, it doesn't do nothing for them. It doesn't kick their ass, so they don't feel motivated. And other people, that's when their motivation comes to them, when they are surrounded by a very soft voice, a soft loving energy, instead of like a tough love energy. This is what I'm being brought to. So Spirit is asking you, what is good for you? What is healing to you? And then think about, in case you do have a therapist, or in case you do have a person that you talk to about issues, is it the right thing? Is this the right person to talk to about this thing? You know, because again, it's something about you either need a new therapist because their style of therapy is not in alignment with your soul and it's not good for you. For others of you, it might be actually time for a therapist, is what I'm picking up here. Okay, something about don't be scared to go to a therapist. The only thing that can happen is that you heal or that you learn. Or again, for others of you, this has something to do with self-help energy, something about with self-help books, or something about with where you create your own plan, like where you customize your own therapy, kind of like, okay, I don't want to go to another person, so let me think about like, what do I need? What do I feel like is really challenging right now? And then you create like your own plan of therapy. Does that make sense? This is what I'm picking up here. In order for you to dissolve some type of knot. There's something about, this is like an energy where your spirit guides are saying, if you want to achieve something and you know you lack confidence, this is not telling you that you are not destined to achieve this. This is telling you you need to work on your confidence. Does that make sense? If you have stage fright but you want to be on stage, this is not telling you you are not destined to be on stage. It is telling you to work on your stage fright. Okay, something like where you look at an obstacle as, okay, I'm not destined for this, or fate has blocked this path for me. It did not. You just have to put work into this thing that is stopping you. It's not because you are not destined for your dream life or for something. It's just because it's just time for some therapy. May that be you coming up with your own therapy. You could be coming up with color therapy, musical therapy, something like that. Okay, something about it is just time for therapy, however you want to do it. It's not telling you that you will never achieve something or you are not destined for something. All it is telling you is you need to heal more in order for you to be ready to fulfill this destiny, in order for you to be ready to achieve this goal. Okay, because for some of you guys, you might be thinking, you're not good at something or you're not destined for something. Well, people only become good because they practice. You know, a master doesn't fall from heaven, okay? So your spirit guides, what they want you to know is something needs to change. We have the caterpillar here. It says things will not always be this way. A change is coming. Spirit is telling you what you need to hear right now is it's time for a change. Something needs to change. Something either needs to change about your connection or your connection with a person. Something needs to change about, you know, like, I don't know, like your therapy or your therapist, or I'm hearing something needs to change. It cannot go on like that, okay? Is what I'm picking up here. Either the way a person is treating you, it cannot go on like that. Or again, this could either be you need to look at a connection and how it is affecting you. Because I feel like this connection is affecting you in a negative way. Something about where you compromise who you are, or you compromise your authenticity, or you're wearing a mask just to make this person happy, is what I'm picking up here. Or again, this could even be the other way around, where another person's wearing a mask to make you happy, but there's something not right in this connection or in this situation or something along those lines. Again, I'm picking up, okay, I'm gonna tell you a story, okay? I don't know how this is gonna make sense, but I feel like this is something about like where we're going to talk about it, okay? Because I want to talk about love. And then after, because I know some of you guys, you don't give a shit about love, which is totally fine. So I'm going to talk about love first. And then I also want to talk about like, for those who want to achieve some type of success, okay? Because Spirit is telling you like they want to give you a tool in order for you to finally heal from like a mean voice in your mind, or they want you to finally heal from, yeah, from something that is in your mind that is like stopping you. They're trying to, oh, I'm hearing a breakdown is a breakthrough. So Spirit is trying to break down a wall in your mind. We're going to do that, okay, in a second. But first of all, I want to talk about love. I have watched a video by Teal Swan, and that was such a lovely way of the way she described it was just beautiful. I pick up 2 stories. Let me actually start first with the first one. It's about like it's like a Buddha story where I feel like it's a poem. I might actually put it somewhere here or link it down in the description box. But there's a poem that says, you know, I don't want to say like the whole poem. It's actually like a little cute story. But I'm just gonna, you know, do the short version. So it's kind of like the energy where, you know, a person saying, like person number 1 says, wow, that flower is beautiful. And like the person's like admiring this flower. But as this person is admiring this flower, he is plucking the flower out of the soil, meaning that this was the death sentence for that flower, right? This flower is not gonna grow and thrive and shine because the person plucked it out of the soil just because he admired that flower, or just because he wanted to take this flower with him at home, you know. And then there's person B who sees the same flower and feels the same way. Wow, this flower is freaking beautiful, but this man knows, in order for me to honor and truly show my appreciation for this flower, I'm gonna let her stay in that soil so that she gets sunshine and that she gets like rain and she can grow into an even bigger flower, into an even more beautiful flower. So the first energy is kind of like, you know, you say you appreciate the flower, then why do you pluck the flower out of the soil for her to die at some point? And then the other person, it's kind of like there's something about true love and fake love, or something about like what love really means. What is unconditional love, right? Because when you say you admire, oh my God, when you say you admire a person, or you really love a person, you would not want them to change for your liking to the point where they become sad, right? Because they no longer are who they are, or they no longer do what makes them them. So I don't know if someone is doing that to you, or if you have been doing that to somebody. Maybe Spirit has been trying to explain to you why a connection didn't work in the past, for you to find some type of closure. Now the other story is about Teal Swan. She said there was a little child, like we can say we do something out of love, but sometimes we get it a little bit twisted. Because, for example, you have an aquarium and you have a fish in the aquarium, right? And you say, I love this fish so much that I want to hug this fish, and I want this fish to be as close to me as possible. So you take the fish out of the tank. She said in her story, she said like it's a little child, like you know, 5-year-old child or whatever, and this child is admiring that fish so much and it has so much appreciation and love for that fish that she takes the fish out of the tank and puts it in a towel, because the child is thinking, the way I show my love is putting this fish in a towel, wrapping it in a towel. You know, that's how I show my love. That's how I show my appreciation and my admiration. But in that process, the fish is dying. You see, there's something about suffocating love and love that lets a person be who they are. Because if she truly loves that fish, she would, I feel like, hopefully I can find it. I'm going to put it down in the description box, because the way she described it was a lot better than the way I do. But she said, to love somebody is to understand them. If you understand the fish, and that the fish has to be in an aquarium, that the fish needs water, you know, love means understanding a person and not just, you know, like deciding over their head how you want to show them love. Maybe there's like a clash of love languages, or again, this could be in a friendship, in a family member, you know, type of situation. Something about what love really is. Something about love is understanding, you know, where you understand, hey, this person needs to go to the gym in order to be happy, and I want this person to be happy, so I let them go to the gym whenever they want to, you know, not to tell them like, hey, don't go to the gym, you should go out with me and, you know, spend time with me. But then this person is with you, but they're not happy. It's like, this is even like the story of like you wanting to cage a beautiful bird, but the bird becomes just a shadow of who the bird was, because the bird was in its, you know, glory when it was flying. So when you put the bird into a cage, it's no longer the bird that you once admired or once loved, because you took something away from that bird that made the bird who it is. Again, I don't know if someone has done that to you and your spirit guides are telling you, come back to your old nature. Okay, come back to who you are. Don't try to be a fish if you are a bird. Don't try to be a bird if when you are a fish. In which situations do you do that? Part number 2, me talking so much about like fish and birds reminded me of that quote by Albert Einstein, which I absolutely love. And the quote says, everyone is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid. So I almost want to say, you might be in an energy where you think you have to change who you are in order to succeed or in order to get what you want, but it's the complete opposite. You have to become more of who you are in order to succeed and in order for you to find fulfillment and happiness. It's kind of like, if a fish is trying to be a bird, of course the fish is going to feel like they suck at flying, right? A fish is not meant to fly, so they're going to feel like, I suck at flying, and then the fish is going to feel bad about himself, even though the fish is excellent at swimming. So the fish could find so much happiness just being himself and thriving in the water. The same as a bird. When a bird is trying to act like a fish or act like a, I don't know, like a tiger, then the bird will feel shitty about itself. But the bird is not seeing that he's excellent at flying, and that's what makes him so beautiful. So this could be like an energy where your spirit guides want you to embrace more of who you are instead of feeling like you need to change yourself in order to succeed, okay? Something about, if you are a fish, embrace you being a fish. You're gonna find so much success in the water instead of, you know, up in the sky, or the other way around, whatever that means to you, okay? Something about instead of calling yourself like stupid, or instead of telling yourself you're not destined for something, or maybe even when you look at another person and you feel like, wow, this person has such a big destiny, you know, it's beautiful to get inspiration from other people, but are you not curious about your destiny? What about if you go on an adventure or on a path to discovery, you know? And you take a little break from maybe looking at other people and their destiny and stuff like that, because your life can be just as exciting. You know, it's kind of like a fish who's finding out that he's good at swimming. Maybe he sucks at flying, but he's freaking good at swimming. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm picking up here. And I feel like your spirit guides want you to kind of like be more at one with who you are, or even discover who you are, so that you find out, you know, what your destiny is, or what you are good at, you know, or what you want to become good at. Sometimes it's even the question of, what do you want to become good at? You pick up that hobby, or you pick up something, and then you become good at it over time, and then it's kind of like a trademark, right? And then you feel like, man, you know, I have a trademark, or this is who I am, this is what I'm good at, and it brings me confidence, it gives me a sense of self-identity, you know. And I don't worry about what other people do, in case you maybe felt like a little bit sad looking at other people and what they're doing with their life and stuff like that, you know. Yeah, and for others of you, you're judging yourself instead of celebrating yourself, you know. It's kind of like, it's very important for us to be aware of our flaws, but it's also very important for you to find out like what you were gifted with, because I feel like everybody has some type of gift. Like, we are all born with some type of gift, and it's all about, oh yeah, it's kind of like a treasure that is hidden in plain sight, where you find the treasure in your life, about your personality, about who you are, about what you are good at, about what you naturally pick up very easily, or even, you know, the gift of discipline, the gift of focus. You know, some people, they're not talented, but do you know what they're good at? Discipline and focus. You see where I'm coming from? So it's kind of like a treasure is hidden somewhere in your soul or in your spirit, and spirit maybe wants you to dive into the ocean and find it, whatever that means to you. In case you have been feeling like, you know, you're judging yourself, or you're looking at your life and another person's life, or in case you feel like, oh, I'm stupid, or I'm not destined for something great. First of all, you can also choose what you in which direction you want to go, you know. It's like your choice. And sometimes it really just takes practice and a little bit of focus and discipline to get somewhere. It's not always like raw talent, or, do you know what I mean? In case someone has been thinking about that, okay? Others of you, I feel like you are just healing from that type of relationship, and spirit is kind of like helping you to heal properly, so that you are finally ready for, again, either success in your career, or for new love, or for more money, okay, or for new friendships even, where you have like, because I'm being brought to an energy of PTSD from like from some type of trauma from the past, and spirit is telling you now's the perfect time for you to put all your 100% and fully heal from that trauma, or to really, you know, like pour so much love into your body, mind, soul, and spirit. Okay, this is even an energy where someone's lack of love, like, how can I explain that energy? For me, this also feels like where you suffer from the lack of love from somebody, okay, like the lack of love of a parent, the lack of love or support from a friend or from a family member. And your spirit guides are saying, well, you are completely right, this was a really shitty situation, that this person didn't love you, or they didn't give you support. You know, the way you heal from that is that you give yourself love and you give yourself support. Be the love you never received, right? You would never want another person to suffer like you. So you know how to love. You know how to, when you see another person, like, just let's say, for example, you see a person going through something that you go through. You would love them. You would be so kind to them. You would love them back to life, right? So do this to yourself too. Love yourself back to life. Okay? That's what I'm hearing. Love yourself back to life. You don't need another person to do that for you. You need to do that for yourself. You know best what you need. You know best what kind of love feels good to you. You know best how you want to be loved, right? You know what this reminds me of? And please take it with a grain of salt. I am not a judgmental person. I'm not a judgmental person whatsoever. I think we're all trying our best, and we're all trying to, you know, do what we think is best. And sometimes we do the right thing, and sometimes we don't do the right thing, and then we correct it and stuff like that. But for some reason, this reminds me of, I'm just gonna say it, okay? And again, this is no, like, I don't know, like, this is not like, there's no pun intended. There's like, I'm not trying to convince you somehow to do anything at all whatsoever. But this to me reminds me of a time where, you know, my favorite animal was always a bird. My favorite animal was always a bird. And there was a time in my life, first of all, the first time I felt the presence of God in the universe was when I looked at like a bird, like the birds were flying, you know. I was looking outside of my window and the birds were flying, and I didn't grow up with any religious beliefs or whatever. So, you know, I was very like, I was a blank canvas when it comes to, you know, beliefs or whatever, because I didn't grow up with any religion. Spirit might actually be telling you to come back to a blank canvas and withhold judgment, to let yourself, to withhold judgment before you know the whole story of something. You know how when you sometimes judge something by its book and then it's not even the way you think it was, and then you maybe say certain things and then you feel shitty because, oh man, if I read the message correctly, or yes, if I read the message correctly, or if I read the whole book, I would have not said what I said. So be aware of that type of energy as well. You know, to kind of like read something 2 or 3 times before you send a text message back, because maybe you misread something. Could be very significant here, okay? The next couple of days, to just be aware of that energy, to not jump to conclusion, because you might jump to conclusion and then you feel stupid because you said something that you would never say, but you read something wrong, okay? Anyway, so again, this was like a time in my life, I don't know, I just was looking outside of the window and I saw the birds flying, and then I was like, wow. So the universe, God created such magical creatures that can just fly, you know, in the sky. Like how magical these creatures are, you know. I always liked birds, and I was like, oh my fucking God, this is a miracle, this is magic, this is like, how beautiful is that? And God created that, or the universe created such a magnificent, majestic, you know, creature. So that was the first time I felt like the presence of God or the universe, or I was even aware of that energy. Like, oh my God, we live on a fucking magical like planet. Like, oh my God, how magical is that? Because we sometimes, you know how you sometimes don't realize like how comfy your bed is, or you don't sometimes realize how much you enjoy your favorite food because you get so used to it. But then when you don't have your comfortable bed, you are maybe on a trip, then you start to miss your bed, and then you realize, oh my God, I really took my bed for granted, or I really took like, I don't know, like someone's cooking skills for granted. Does that make sense? Because you don't have it anymore. So Spirit might be telling you to come back. Something about, yeah, I'm hearing come back to come back to love, okay, whatever that means to you. So that was like my first like very intense, I don't know, I felt spirit in that moment. And then a few months have been passing, and I think I have already been thinking about being vegetarian or vegan. It was just very natural because I actually was born vegan. I never liked cheese, eggs, milk, none of that, you know. So I actually was vegan before I knew I was vegan. But then I found the term vegan, and then I knew, oh, that's who I am, you know, that's how I was born, because I never liked all of that stuff, you know. So the second time was like my mom asking me, where I had like this, like where birds have been a significant symbol in my life. So maybe Spirit is even asking you to look at a golden thread. There's something about a golden thread, or something is happening over and over again in your life, you know, and the meaning is always the same, but it's like on a different level. Do you know what I mean? Something about a cycle, or looking at a pattern where something is happening over and over again. Why is it happening over and over again? Okay, something about Spirit wants you to look at a golden thread is what I'm picking up here. But anyway, so the second time I had like this strong spiritual experience connected to birds was when I was coming home, and my mom was asking me like, which part of the chicken do you want? Do you want the wing? Do you want to eat the wing of the chicken? And I broke the fuck down and I cried. You know, I was in front of the oven, broke down and cried. And my mom was like, what's going on? What's going on? And then I was like crying, and then I told my mom, like, how can I eat this bird? How can I eat this bird's wings when that's the thing that I admire about this bird. Like, I admire this bird for flying, so how am I sitting here and eating its wings? And it was like, you see, even now, it's been years, I still cry about it. Like, not that I feel guilty or whatever, but it still like touches my soul when I think about it, because it's like, I admire this bird, but at the same time I eat its wing. It doesn't make sense, you know? So I don't know what exactly this means. It's kind of like an energy where you believe in love, but why are you so mean to yourself? Does that make sense? You believe in love, but why are you so mean to yourself? Right? This does not make sense. You love love, so why are you mean to yourself? Okay. You want people to be happy and thrive and shine, so why don't you want yourself to thrive and shine? And again, for some of you guys, this is like just subconsciously. Okay, this is just happening subconsciously. You grew up with a very mean person. You have some type of PTSD from some type of connection. So Spirit is telling me they want you to focus on the next couple of days and weeks. They want you to focus on reprogramming your subconscious mind. No matter how you want to do it, you can listen to subliminals while you're sleeping. You can listen to positive affirmations. You can listen to guided meditation in the morning. However you want to do it, your spirit guides want you to know. If you want to manifest your true love in your future spouse, if you want to manifest success in your career, okay, focus on reprogramming your subconscious mind. Focus on replacing this negative voice in your mind with a very loving, encouraging voice in your mind. When you focus on that, everything else comes to you very naturally. Everything else is, I'm hearing like, everything else is like, I'm hearing you're halfway there. Once you change the voice in your mind, you're halfway there. Now, maybe you want to speak out affirmations, maybe you want to write them down. Do it on a consistent basis for the next couple of weeks, and you will see a huge difference in the things that you manifest, or in how you feel, and in the people that you maybe attract. Even this energy of like breaking some type of, did I talk about that in pile number 1? Yes, I did talk about that in pile number 1. Breaking some type of cycle here. Okay. That's what I'm picking up here. Your spirit guides want you to focus on reprogram your subconscious mind. Okay. Focus on reprogramming your subconscious mind. Focus on changing the voice in your mind. It's all about habit, right? You listen to a song very, very often until you have the lyrics, like you know the lyrics by heart. Our brain is a computer. You can install, you can delete and install programs in your mind. You listen to a song, you know the song by heart, right? You can forget about a song, you can forget about the lyrics, and it's no longer in your mind. So your spirit guides are saying, create a loving energy in your brain. I'm hearing Love on My Brain. Isn't it a song by Rihanna? Love on My Brain, or Brain, yeah. Love on My Brain or something like that. That's what your spirit guides want you to focus on right now. That should be your main focus every day. I fill my mind with loving thoughts. And the rest is history. You're already halfway there. No matter if no matter if you want to manifest your true love in your future spouse, no matter if you want to manifest success in your career, no matter if you want to manifest new friends into your life. Okay. If the voice in your mind tells you every day, I am going to meet the man or the man of my dreams. I am going to meet the man of my dreams every day, every day, every day, every day. You're going to manifest the man of your dreams. Okay, because you might be in limbo. Maybe you have certain days where it's good, like your mind is good, and other days you, I don't know, you spiral or whatever. Or again, there's like a particular person who's really like, you know, they're not helping to create a positive, you know, voice in your mind is what I'm trying to say basically. Okay, I want to get one more card here, or let me think about what I want to talk about here. So with the Marie Masquerade, also be aware of gossip, not to get sucked into drama, or not to get sucked into some type of gossipy energy, is what I'm picking up here. Be aware of that, excuse me, be aware of that energy. I also pick up, wow, for some of you guys, I also pick up if someone has been gossiping about you. I don't don't know, you maybe even have felt an energy where someone has been gossiping about you or someone is not good for you, and again Spirit is telling you this is like an energy where we come back to this mean voice where you gaslight yourself. You tell yourself like you're exaggerating this person, like this person can literally be so mean to you and you still tell yourself like you deserve it, or they, you know, like they had a reason or they had a bad day, which is not true. This is not an excuse for someone to treat you badly, that they had a bad day. This is not a fucking excuse. But you maybe make excuses for someone treating you like shit. Stop that, okay? Your spirit guides are like, stop that, okay? You don't deserve such treatment, okay? And, you know, you cannot change a person, you cannot control them, but what you can control is the voice that you have in your mind. You cannot control another person, how they talk to you. You can tell them how you wish to be treated, right? But what you can control is how you talk to yourself. And that's where your power lies, and not how another person is treating you, okay? Okay guys, pile number 2, I'm also picking up here, you know, take it with a grain of salt, but I'm also picking up like, excuse me, like some type of teacher. Like I'm being brought to a pastor. Do you say pastor? Yeah, I'm being brought to a pastor in a church, or I'm being brought to like a teacher, like even a very shitty ass memory of a teacher, for example. Oh boy, here we go. I'm just gonna say it because I love you guys. Even maybe this is even coming back to, or like fully processing something that happened in your childhood, because I'm also being brought to a teacher that was so mean to you and it kind of stuck with you somehow, some way, and Spirit wants you to finally release something about release some type of memory, okay? Release or erase some type of memory by replacing it with other energy. Basically, pile number 2, I feel like, again, for some of you guys this is something that is current, and for others of you this is something in the past, like but I feel like maybe it is physically in the past, but in your mind this person's voice might be still active. Does that make sense? Where the mean words or the, you know, things that a person said to you that were really mean, or kind of like a person who makes you feel like you are not good enough, or who you are is not good, or you need to change, something is wrong with you. And I feel like it has stuck with you, even if you're not realizing it. And to me, this almost feels like your spirit guides are saying it's time for you to kind of like, I'm hearing it's time for you to kind of replace that voice in your mind with a new voice. And that new voice is your loving voice, is the loving voice of, you know, spirit. Your spirit guides the universe. So it's kind of like, instead of listening to this mean, unkind voice in your mind, again, it's kind of like an echo from the past. To me, it feels like an echo from the past, or voices from the past. I'm also hearing ghosts from the past. It's kind of like, you know, this energy is in the past, but it's still lingering somehow, some way. So your spirit guides are saying it's time for you to, again, really focus on reprogramming your subconscious mind, to fully let go and to fully release these voices, or these, like, I don't know, certain sentences in your mind that sometimes pop up. Your spirit guides want you to know it's time for you to somehow let go of something, or to fully process it. Maybe do a ritual where you let go of what a person said to you. Maybe do like a 30-day challenge, or something that you do something over the course of 2 or 3 months, even, where you listen to positive affirmations until this thought, kind of like I'm not good enough, is replaced with I achieve whatever I set my mind to. Do you know what I mean? So instead of hearing I'm not good enough, you hear I achieve whatever I set my mind to, because like you listened to this affirmations for 3 months, you heard this affirmation 20,000 times, so it's like ingrained in your mind, and it's kind of like pushing away this other thought or this other statement in your mind, if that makes sense, okay? To keep it short and simple, but my readings are never short. But for example, there was a teacher in my life, we had like a problem with each other because I was very outspoken and he didn't like it. It was like about politicians, or like about politics, and I said to him, you know, like politicians are more kind of like actors and they don't necessarily always tell the truth. But I was like a rebel, like I was very outspoken, or I said it with a very, I was rebellious, you know. I was rebellious and I was provocative. So I do understand that he was kind of mad. But something that he said to me was, he said, because I said I'm only saying the truth, you know, because I said to him, like, I don't know how much truth is in there, or that's bullshit because they're lying anyway, like they're all wearing masks and I don't understand why we're watching that. And then he said like, yeah, get out of the class and stuff like that. You are interrupting the, you know, the subject or whatever. And then I said, why? I'm only saying the truth. And do you guys know what he said to me? He didn't disagree. He said, yes, but when you always say the truth, you will end up alone or you will have no friends. That's what he said to me. He said that when I say the truth, I will be in problems or something like that. I don't know why this is coming to my mind, but this could be something that happened some way along the line. Again, Spirit is trying to tell you to look at some type of pattern or to fully process something. Kind of like you went through something as a child, but now you are an adult. So now you can give yourself a hug. It's okay. You know, I can tell myself, it's okay, Cynthia. That's not the truth. You know, I will only lose people that are not truthful. And I will find people that also like to say the truth, to kind of like give yourself a hug. It's okay. What has happened in the past, it's okay. Okay, I'm here for me. You know, the adult in me is here for the child within me that got hurt, you know. But it's funny because he didn't disagree. He didn't say, Cynthia, you're talking gibberish or you're talking bullshit. He said, yes, but when you always speak the truth, you will be in problems or you will not have any friends or whatever. Yeah. So let's see who this person is in case you don't know who I'm talking about or it's still a mystery to you. So give me a moment, guys. Can you clarify this glamour, intrigue, and drama? What is that energy about? What is that energy about? But yeah, it says you deserve those flowers. You see, there could even be an energy where you receive flowers and someone is making you feel bad for receiving flowers. What in the world is going on here? Okay. Your love life is about to become interesting. Get ready. So Spirit is helping you to get ready for your love life to get interesting. Okay. All you need to do is focus on like reprogramming your subconscious mind. Okay. Pouring love into your body, mind, soul, and spirit. They're there soon. Yes, they are. Yeah, and for others of you, again, it says your energy is high and something big is coming. So when you reach a new high, when it comes to your self-love, when it comes to your thoughts, like your thoughts being positive or kind or sweet or gentle or soft, there's some powerful changes coming to you. Or the funny thing is you become powerful by being as soft and as kind as you possibly can to yourself. That's how you become powerful and as solid as a rock. Isn't that funny? That's so funny, but it's true. Let's see. So in case pile number 2 does not know who this person is, that is not good for them or whatever, or like, because I pick up an energy where a person has a dark side and maybe you love them and you don't want to look at their dark side even though it's there and visible, or you don't know that a person has a dark side. And I talked about it in pile number 1 where we usually meet the representative when we meet a person, you know, like everybody has a shadow side, but you know, the problem arises when the shadow, like when a person is blaming you, like they're not aware, like, hey, that's my shadow, like this is like, that's on me, like, you know, me being like triggered right now is on me, but they start to point fingers towards you. That's when it becomes a problem, because we all have shadows, you know, we all have like a side to us that is, I don't know, fragile, or, you know, like full of flaws, or you know, that's, don't be, in case you do feel ashamed for that, don't, please. Okay, all you need to do is sit down with it and be kind to yourself. Okay, as you are healing. It becomes a problem when a person points the finger towards you for problems that they created in their life. That's when it becomes a problem. Okay, so be aware of that energy as well. When someone wants you to solve their problems or their life or their issues. Okay, yeah. So who is this person that pile number 2 needs to be aware of? Or what is this energy about with the Marine Masquerade here? What is that energy about? Money. I'm hearing the song, if it ain't about the money, don't be blowing me up. I ain't getting up if it ain't about the money. So someone here could be money hungry, or someone here could be, it's like a person who changes when money is involved, is what I'm picking up here. If it ain't about the money, don't be blowing me up. I ain't getting up if it ain't about the money. So yeah, a person could be very materialistic. Yeah, this is also an energy where you have a person around you and they kind of lost themselves in materialism, and maybe you are trying to save them, but it's like this person maybe doesn't want to be saved. I'm hearing, don't save her, she don't want to be saved, don't save her. Okay, if you know you've done your best to somehow save this person or guide them in the right direction and they still do their shit, just leave it. Okay, you've done your best. The universe knows your heart. The universe knows you've done your best. Okay. You know what? I'm also hearing the song by Rihanna and Chris Brown. Ain't nobody business. It ain't nobody's business but mine and my baby. But she says, please point me in the right direction. Let's make out in this Lexus. And it's funny because in the song she says, point me into the right direction. And look at this card right here. Like, this is your spirit guides pointing in. Listen, for some of you guys, the spirit guides are trying to show you the right path, or they're trying to point, like they put breadcrumbs in your way to show you in which direction to go. May that be career, may that be healing. So pay attention, okay, to that energy. Yeah, I'm hearing, please point me in the right direction. I give you all my affection, or something. Let's make out in this Lexus. Yeah, and then it says, it ain't nobody's business. So maybe you are letting a person into your business and they have no reason to be in your business. Okay, is what I'm picking up here as well. Who's this person, or what is the Marie Masquerade about here? We have your spiritual growth. Okay. Maybe you are in need to be around more spiritual people, or again, this is talking about like your soul needs more growth when it comes to your spiritual practices. Okay. I also feel like someone is like making you feel bad for being spiritual. Get the fuck out of my face. Okay, this could be something like that as well, where someone makes you feel bad for being spiritual and then you stop certain things that actually brought a lot of like, you know, healing to you. One more. Or this person doesn't give a fuck about healing and spirituality and you cannot share that energy with them. One more card. Why is the Marie Masquerade here? What is that energy about? Mature man. So this could be concerning a mature man here. This could be, yeah, this could be concerning a father, a masculine. Let me get one more card here, okay? Because I want to know what this is about. Give me one moment, guys. Can you clarify the Marie Masquerade? What is that energy about here, please, for pile number? We have here victory in some endeavors. So this person's name could start with the letter V. I just heard V card. Isn't the V card when you lose your V card to somebody? Ooh, be aware of that energy where someone only wants to be with you because of a V card, or someone is jealous of your V card. What the hell? I don't know what that means, okay? But something about a V card, you know what I mean, right? We have here someone you know is undependable and insincere. I'm telling you. Someone is undependable and insincere around you. And it's kind of like, don't put all your hope into that person over and over again and get hurt over and over again. Okay, put the hope into yourself. Depend on yourself. Then we have here, you will be taken care of in difficult times. And then we have here compliments. Oh, you see, I'm telling you, this is fake support and fake energy. Someone is giving you like fake compliments, but they have a hidden agenda, so be aware of that energy. This could be a masculine. Oh, by the way, this to me also feels like be aware of contracts. Something about like, I'm seeing a get rich scheme. I'm seeing contracts. I'm seeing like a person wanting to do business with you. Be aware. Someone could be faking that they're spiritual when they're not. Be aware of fake contracts. Ask your spirit guides to show you the truth about a contract, about a career, about a person. Okay, who is this? What is this Marie Masquerade energy about? Yeah, look at that excitement, the firecracker. It's like a person who acts like they're excited for you or they're happy for you when they're not. Or a person who's like, again, where there's like a fine... I'm hearing, life is your birthright. They hit that in a fine print. Take the pen and rewrite it. It's a song called Bigger by Beyonce. Okay. So it seems to be either a person who's always focused on money. This is a person who pretends to be spiritual, but then they do things that are completely against, you know, like where they say, I'm spiritual, but then they, you know, are very mean to people, you know. Or, I don't know, this could also be a person who has a spiritual ego, who thinks they are better because they are religious or because they practice something. They look down upon people. Okay. One more. Who is this person? We have here back. It says something important such as a new job or a raise. Okay, so someone could have been insincere about you getting a job or you getting a raise. This person says you're going to get a raise, you're going to get a raise when it's not true. Do you know what I mean? Kind of like where you deserve more. Okay. And then we have here muddled, unclear thinking, forest. Okay. Let me get one more card here. So it seems to either be like a mature man or like a masculine here. Could be a father, a grandfather, could be a boss, a manager, could be an older brother. One more. Who is this person that is insincere in pile number 2's life? For some of you guys, you already know who they are, but yeah, a wallflower, I'm telling you. So this is a person who, they have a wallflower energy, okay, talking about how they make you like feel like shit for growing because they don't grow. Like, do you know what I mean? Or they don't want you to outshine them, so they don't want you to shine. It's very weird. I don't know how to explain it. So this person could have a wallflower energy where maybe they see you living your life and they, I don't know, like they're at home or they're something like that is going on here. So this person could be a wallflower of some sort. Okay. Or they could feel like this is also an energy where this is like a parent who pushes their wishes upon their child because they didn't do what they wanted to do with their life. So they push it onto their children. That's also what I'm picking up here. Okay, just to give you clarity about who this is, but again, Spirit told you what to focus on, the mind. Put love into your mind. Loving thoughts, soft energy, okay, reprogram your subconscious mind. You will see wonders taking place, okay, when you do like a 30-day challenge to reprogram your subconscious mind. Whatever you want to focus on, may that be career, wealth, whatever, whoever, however you want to do it. Okay, but we need to change the voice in our mind here. Okay, it's like the storyteller, like the voice in your mind is the storyteller of your life. Or the, do you say the narrator? Yeah, we have to change the narrator here. Okay, so pile number 2. Number 2, I hope this helped you guys. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to see you in my next one and I wish you a lovely day. Bye. Hello, my lovely pile number 3. Welcome to your reading, guys. If you did not watch the intro, we're going to look at what you need to hear right now. And this is going to be a ding new message from your spirit guides, okay, or your ancestors or your loved ones, departed loved ones, God, the universe. Okay, whatever you need to hear right now, they have a new message for you. Okay, they're trying to tell you something. Pick up the phone. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. Give me a moment. I'm just cleansing the energy here. It's funny because in every pile today, there were angel numbers. Your angel number is 222. We actually have here, yeah, we have here 2222, but we also have here 2424. So angel number 2424, very significant. Angel number 2222, very significant. Okay, something about every time you see this number, Spirit is trying to communicate something to you. Maybe the thoughts that you have in that moment when you see 222 or 2424 are significant. This is like a significant thought, or you are going in the right direction with your thoughts, okay? Because every pile had a different angel number, and I might actually include it in, you know, I'm not quite sure if I'm going to do that. I'm just, you know, thinking out loud anyway. So pile number 3, give me a moment, guys. Here we're going to tap into the energy. Pile number 3, I'm going to be straightforward here, okay? We have here the card. I'm going to show you the cards and then we're going to talk about everything. But I feel like your reading is very straight to the point. I'm hearing just how I like it. Okay, so we have here Voodoo in blue. It says back off. We have to read out this card here, okay? Let me actually see if I can show it to you guys. It says back off. Then we have here the card Magical Powers, and every time I see this card Magical Powers, to me this always tells me that there's some type of magical energy involved, something supernatural or spiritual is taking place. Because magical energy is, you know, like floating in space, right? It's not fully visible at first glance. It's hidden in plain sight. Okay, so we have here magical powers. I weave and clear, I cast and know, magic's secret to me now show. So I think there's going to be a secret exposed today, or something, there's some type of secret being exposed very, very soon, is what I'm picking up here. Or a secret has been exposed to you lately, like the last couple of months, weeks, about something. But again, we're going to talk about everything. Then we also have the card here. These are like angels, and her name is Raye, and it says yoga and exercise are essential to your well-being, peace of mind, and spiritual growth right now. We also have here the card time out. No, Teresa, and it says time out. Time out. You've been so busy taking care of everyone else's needs, but now it's time to stop and take care of yourself. Now let me show you the other two cards where I was like, oh, here we go. You know, I have to step in because I'm protecting pile number 3, okay? We have here official person and thief. It's interesting. It says official person and thief, and then magic secret to me now show, and then voodoo in black and back off, because voodoo in essence is also magic. Okay, so what's going on here? There is a person around you that cannot be trusted whatsoever. This person's either an energy vampire, this person's either a thief. They want to, and again, I don't like to, listen, for me as a reader, it's very, very draining for me to do these readings. So please don't think, you know, like I like to do these readings or I enjoy them. I actually, I mean, I enjoy guiding you guys and it's my pleasure, but I don't like giving these messages because sometimes I ask myself, like, why is this energy always coming up? But if you think about it, your spirit guides love you. They love you. They take care of you. They protect you. So if there is a person around you that cannot be trusted and you maybe are still not believing it, they're gonna send this message over and over and over and over again until you accept it as truth, as, you know, until you act upon that, you know, until you acknowledge it, if that makes sense, okay? Or this could be literally like a person that is about to come to you. We're going to talk about who this is, but it says official person and thief. It's kind of like something about where the thief is being exposed. Like I'm being brought to movies, right? Where you watch a movie and there's plot twists and stuff like that, and in the end, it's being made official who the thief was in the movie, right? This is what it feels like to me here. Yeah, and then it says completion. And then it says like the, you know, the 10 of Pentacles and then your completion. But I want to read out the back off card here, Voodoo in blue. Okay. And then we also have here the card, by the way, these are like angel cards. And this is, for example, an angel that warns of disaster. No, yes, warns of disaster and aids in transformation and disruption. Yeah. This is like an angel that is warning you, that is sending you red flags, or that is warning you about a contract, a person, you know, about you executing some type of plan that would not be good for you. And then we also have here the helping God, like the angel is called Jalil or whatever. It's the Two of Wands, and it says love and wisdom, victory over those who would attack you. Here we go, pile number 3. Let's go. Let's see what that is about. Okay. Let's make out in Miss Lexis. So, okay. So this is gonna be, I'm gonna read out everything here because I actually like, I don't like the card, but I like the way they, you know, I like what the guidebook is saying. So it says, Voodoo in blue speaks. You are doing so well right now that you may begin to attract some attention from people who are quite simply opportunistic. Or they're kind of like, I'm hearing, bitch, don't kill my vibe, where you are in a good mood and they want to kill your mood because they cannot stand that you are so happy and bubbly because they feel like shit. And, you know, yeah. It says, you are doing so well right now that you may begin to attract some attention from people who are quite simply opportunistic. You are being kind and wishing to help, and so I am going to step in and give you a very clear warning. I don't mind if I look like the bad guy. What matters is that you get the message. Time to do a little stay away magic. And while I won't be sending them bad thoughts, after all, there are no pins in my voodoo doll. You, if you take my advice, won't be asking them to come around for tea anytime soon. Your feelings are right on this one. You know what to do. Don't get involved and don't get bullied. You may have to snarl too. You may have to snarl too a little to get them to stay away. And then the divination message says you need someone to back right off and give you space. You are not liking them, you are not welcoming them, and you need to be very clear and straight about that. Despite all your desires to be a loving and lovely person, detach from whatever it is that's giving you so much, well, grief by asking whatever and whoever it is that is irritating you, draining you, or pushing your buttons to leave you be for the moment. Be respectful and kind, and yet cool at first. But if good intentions are mistaken by a new invitation, be very clear and say away. Stop being so nice that you send very mixed messages. It's banishing time. Ooh, it's banishing time. Number 3. Okay, so. And then we have the thief here. So this is a person who, and I feel like you already felt like, you know, if you look at this card right here, you have been feeling like, Let me actually see if I can go a little bit closer. Oh yeah, you can see something. Okay, do you see that? He's like, I'm looking at you and I feel like you're wishy-washy. You felt like a wishy-washy energy with a person. You see that? For others of you, this might actually, you know, where Spirit is telling you, be aware of someone. They might be approaching you very soon because, again, you might be glowing right now. You might be very sexy right now. Kind of like an energy where your hard work or your healing is paying off. Oh yeah, your hard work and your healing is paying off, and you might start to become very attractive to people, but possibly even to some motherfucker. Okay, possibly to some like weird energy here, but we're gonna look what this is about. Okay. Oh, I really like that zooming in. Okay, let's see what that is about. I don't know what that is about. Let's see what's going on here. So who's this thief energy? Who is this thief energy? So you need to do, like, your spirit guides are telling you to do some type of stay away magic, protection magic, a clear no, or send like a clear message to somebody that it's a no, or something about your no has to be more firm, something about where someone doesn't take you seriously. Oh yeah, someone doesn't take you seriously and you have to kind of like raise your voice or come in with a little bit more attitude, or a little bit I'm hearing to come in with a little bit more gangster, like I don't know what that means, but it's kind of like you know, your spirit guides kind of like want you to push this energy away from you, however you want to do it, okay? But yeah, let's see what that is about. What is going on here? Okay. For others of you, I'm going to be very honest here. For others of you, but we're going to see what's going on here. For others of you, this might be an energy where you have a fair share, like, this is not your I'm hearing this is not your first rodeo. You have your fair share of fake friends, fake supporters, people that are only there for hidden agendas and stuff like that. Again, this is not a message for everybody, okay? You will know if it's for you. So you don't trust people whatsoever, which is good. You should trust until a person gives you a reason to trust, or the universe gives you a sign that this person can be trusted. But I almost want to say, for some of you guys, it might actually create some type of it's almost like where you cannot see the good people anymore, or it creates some type of like I don't want to say paranoia, because it doesn't feel like paranoia. No, it doesn't feel like paranoia, honestly. To me, this feels like spirit is telling you to make sure that you do you know what I'm hearing? I'm hearing let a person speak before you make a decision about who they are, because you might be very, and it's good, I like it, it's very good, because you are protecting yourself. And for others of you, you need to be more in that energy. For some of you guys, you are really good at protecting yourself, and you're really good at spotting the snakes and stuff like that. But make sure that you don't mistake like a good person for we're gonna see, where you don't overlook kind and sweet people because you're too focused on, it's kind of like an energy where you're, for example, let's say for example somebody cuts you off in line and you have a fight with this person, like you put them in their place, which is good, you know, you have to, like, that's how they hopefully learn not to cut a person, you know, off in line. So you tell them about themselves and you kind of like put them in their place. But maybe next to you is like a kind, sweet lady that wants to have like a conversation about her cat. So you can make the decision to either fight with this motherfucker here, or you can decide to have a sweet, you know, funny conversation with like a cat lady that wants to talk about her cats. Do you know what I mean? Kind of like to choose your battles to choose your battles wisely, okay? And for others of you, this is literally someone here, it's a no from the universe, it's a no access denied, nope. Or you have to give somebody a strong and firm no. I'm hearing no is a full sentence. Who's this thief energy in pile number 3's life? What is going on here? I'm also hearing comparison is the thief of joy. So if this person is not out to, if this person is not out to like get some material, like if this person is not a gold digger or they don't want money from you, maybe they are, this is like a Squidward that gets triggered by SpongeBob being so happy. Or this would be a person who, let's see what's going on here. We have long distance. So this person is, maybe this person could be currently traveling. That's where they are long distance. Or this could be an energy who wants to, I don't know. Yeah, I feel like an energy, not for everybody. For some of you guys, I feel like this is a person that wants to have a long distance relationship with you, but you don't want that. Okay. Man. Honestly, pile number 3, if you want to, you don't have to whatsoever, okay? But if you want to, I feel like all piles are for you today because I talked about a ship in pile number 1 and we have a ship here. and I was hugging myself, like in this picture in pile number 2. So I feel like pile number 3, if you want to, you can watch all piles. Okay. Can you clarify the thief here? Who's the thief energy in oh yeah, and the long distance relationship, or like not the long distance relationship, but the long distance energy could actually be this person is about to approach you. They haven't done it yet. And Spirit is like, oh, we're gonna tell pile number 3 about them dirty hands. You know, before you give a person a chance, Spirit is already telling you, don't even, okay? Career, work, a job offer, okay. I'm hearing either someone wants your spot, like someone is trying to compete with you at work. Someone is trying to get you fired or get you, you know, pushed out of work. You know, they want to take your spot at work, or kind of like a shady job offer. Be aware of any business partners. You know, they might not be paying you enough in case you do business with people. Who is this thief here? What is going on? New love. Give me a moment. I'm hearing a song. What is that about? Oh, I'm hearing something about I don't want you to steal my love. Which song is it? Oh my god. I've been listening to a song. Oh, it's a song by Justin Bieber. It's called Runaway Love. Give me a moment, guys. For some of you guys, the spirit guides are literally telling you to run away from a person. Like they're trying to make you dodge a bullet, like run away from this person. You're dodging a bullet by not going on a date with them, or you're dodging something about spirit wants you to get far away from somebody, or like, again, to kind of like, you know, I almost want to say where a person doesn't understand your rejection and you have to make it very clear. It's like okay, listen. For some of you guys, this is kind of like an energy where you are very kind when you reject people and they don't get the memo. You know, they still hope that at some point you guys might reconcile, come together, or so they're holding on to you energetically, right? Because you didn't say, no, we will never get back together, which is very painful, but maybe that's what the other person needs in order to let you go energetically. I don't know what exactly this means, okay? Or who this is connected to. Because maybe there's a person still hoping and hoping and hoping at a distance, but they're like tugging on your energy. That's what it feels like to me here. I'm not gonna lie. But let me see. It's called Runaway Love. Or maybe, for example, you have been ghosting somebody and they're still in your energy. So maybe the next time you bump into them, to be very, very clear with your words, or like why you ghosted them, in case you do bump into them. Kind of like to take this opportunity to be very clear so that this person can move on and you can move on, or that they don't kind of like tug on your energy. Okay, again, it's not gonna be for everybody, like, you know, this ghosting type of situation, but let me see. It's called Runaway Love. You see, it says, you see my baby up and hit the road where she's going. That's where nobody knows. I need to find her before another man does. I wouldn't want him to steal my love. I'm just trying to be cool, cool, cool. What you expect me to do? I'm just trying to find sweet love of mine. And then it says, I'm running out of time. Where's my runaway love? Searching low and high, know that I'm not giving up. I'd give it all up for us. Never be enough. I won't stop until I find my runaway love. So do with that what you will, but I feel like there's like an energy, you know, around you, and maybe you have to be a little bit more cutthroat with this person, because they're still hoping and they're tugging on your energy. For others of you, let me get a few more cards. For others of you, I feel like this is a person who's about, because I'm seeing a person, I'm seeing like, be careful of your belongings while you're traveling. Like be more careful of your belongings while traveling more than usual. I I don't know why I'm seeing, whoa, give me a moment, guys. What am I seeing here? I'm also seeing this energy could be connected to an ankle. Like I'm picking up like an ankle here. Like a phony ankle, but again, not for everybody. Because I'm seeing, oh, what am I seeing here? For some of you guys, you are about to come into big money. I'm seeing it here. I can literally see the numbers. You are about to come into big money. But be aware of like who you work with or what kind of contracts you sign. Listen to your intuition here. But I'm seeing someone here, you are about to come into big money, or you are about to meet a person. Like I'm being brought to a sponsor, or like somebody who wants to, I'm telling you, look at the card that flew out. A period of prosperity and abundance. I'm just trying to be cool. What you expect me to do? Oh, for some of you guys, do you know what this is about? I feel like you are about to thrive and shine in your career, and people are gonna be kissing your ass. People are gonna be the sweetest, like where you remember this person being mean to you, and they're gonna be so sweet, so kind, sweet like sugar. Okay? This might happen in the near future, like the next couple of months. I'm specifically seeing here either February or April. Okay? Or this person could be born in the month of February or April. That cannot be trusted. But again, we're going to get a few more cards. Because I'm seeing here, if you do any money magic, any, you know, when you're trying to manifest more money, you're trying to, you know, like, I don't know, like, have like a positive mindset or like an abundance mindset, a money mindset, you are about to, listen, there's big money coming to you. In case you're doing something like that. For others of you, this is just about how you're becoming sexy, or you're really glowing and shining and thriving, okay, within the next couple of months. And you will attract like old lovers or something like that here. And you have to be a little bit more careful. It's like, let me see. Look, oh my God, I cannot make this up. It says bread, period of prosperity and abundance, and announcement, you see? And didn't I start your, like, I started every pick a card. I started every pile like that today, but I said ding, a new message from your spirit guides. And it's like a bell, it's like a ding, money's coming in. I'm hearing ding, money's coming in. Oh, wow. Or kind of like you're spot on with an idea. You have an idea or something about, you have an idea to kind of like build this business, or, oh my God, listen. I feel like you have an idea, or this idea is about to come to you. I don't know what this exactly is, but I feel like you are about to have an idea to build a business model, or to like, to build something, but it's like a different source of income, something, a side hustle, a third, fourth source of income that is going to bring big money to you. And you have to be careful, because someone might be trying to talk you out of this idea, or you cannot speak about the next couple of months and weeks. Do not speak about your ideas. There's an idea coming to you that brings big money to you. I'm seeing it here, like I can literally see the big numbers in money. And I never see that, like, or I've never seen it, like I literally get visions, okay? God damn it. This is about to happen. Again, I pick up the energy of February and April in particular. I'm also picking up the energy of Christmas, because, you know, in my country, we celebrate Christmas on the 24th, and we have 24 here twice. So something about, is today the 22nd? I forgot. Okay, but let's see what's going on here. Okay. What is the thief energy here about? Yeah, and for others of you, the message is very clear. You need a time out. Okay. For me, this feels like, just imagine. Do you know what Spirit is telling me? Your spirit guides are telling me, just imagine you're so tired and sleepy that you don't notice a thief coming in. Like, I'm being brought to someone who is watching the security cameras, but because you didn't sleep, you kind of, you know, fall asleep and then you don't see the thief coming in. It's metaphorically speaking, okay? It's not literally, I hope not. But again, be extra careful, get an extra lock or something like that in case you do travel, or don't let your belongings somewhere, or trust it, or like trust the person to take care of your belongings. Just be extra careful the next couple of days. Here's what I'm picking up, okay? But yeah, this is what it feels like to me here. You need to be well rested to see when some bullshit is going on behind the scenes, or when someone is doing some bullshit. That's why your spirit guides are telling you to rest more, or you need a good nap, or spirit might also be telling you like you will have a good nap or you will have a good night's sleep, but in that dream something is exposed to you about a thief or something like that. And for others of you, this is about like a thief being exposed very soon, because we have completion here. This to me tells me that some type of thief is about to be exposed, especially with the Tower. Yes, some type of thief is about to get exposed. Like when someone gets caught red-handed, or they say something that makes them very suspicious. I don't know what this is, guys. Okay, I don't know what's going on here. Okay, let's see. Who is this thief here? What's going on? What's this thief energy about? So we have here the card July. You could be born in the month of July. This person that is a thief could be born in the month of July. Okay. Or this person that is like, I don't know. This person that is like trying to get something from you could be born in the month of July. Okay. Oh my, give me a moment. This is connected to your future spouse reading. Oh, here we go. Because did you choose the pile where I talked about July? I did talk about timing in your future spouse reading. Okay, so for some of you guys, if it's not big money coming to you, I feel like your true love in your future spouse is close to you. Okay, your true love and your future spouse is close to you, or you are about to meet them, but I don't know. Oh, it does talk about like, I don't want another man to steal my love. Oh, okay. Listen. For some of you guys, your spirit guides want you to know you are about to meet your true love and your future spouse. There will be a person who wants to stir the pot. This person will tell you like your man is a cheater, like where someone wants to steal your future spouse away from you, but maybe they're trying to do it by getting into your head and making you believe something that is not true. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like this person might be sending you a message about like they've done this and they've done that, and this person is fucking lying. And this person, like, you see where I'm coming from? This person did not take the rejection too lightly. Like, this person does not accept the rejection. Your future spouse gave this person a rejection. I don't want to be with you. This person does not understand it, so they're gonna come to you trying to fuck up this. Oh, wow, you see? Look at that, and it says, be aware of self-delusion. Like someone is delulu and they still either want you or they still want your future spouse. So be aware of that energy. There might be some drama, like where this person's like, I don't know, like almost as if spirit is telling you already, do not get tricked by a liar who either wants you or who wants your future spouse. Someone will try to come between you and your future spouse, or you and your true love. Younger woman. You see, so it looks like a female energy here. For others of you, I'm gonna be honest, for others of you, you are about to fall in love, and there is a younger woman. This younger woman could be born in the month of July. Oh yeah, this woman could be born in the month of July here, this younger woman. And she might be very jealous of your partner. She might actually try to seduce your partner to fuck up something, or she might be telling you that your partner, how do you call it? Like something about, I'm hearing you have to protect this new love. Like new love is coming into your life, but you have to protect it at all cost. Because someone wants to like steal this person away from you, or I don't know. Okay, and for others of you again it says shrewdfulness. For others of you it says shrewdfulness and resourcefulness, especially in business. Okay, let me get one more card. Who is this person? The thief energy here. So this might be a future prediction. You might not, this might not be, we have I'm telling you, it says triangle. Someone is not, does not understand a no. It's either on your part or on your future spouse's part, because I did talk about a future spouse, like the July energy. If you chose the pile where I talked about July, or I talked about the song July by Jhené Aiko, here we go. And again, for others of you, this is about a person here. Again, you have to, let's get a few more cards who this is. Okay, who is this person, this thief? Who is this thief? Okay, Spirit is telling you they're gonna, it says angel, it says spiritual guidance, protection from harm. Secret admirer. Someone might be secretly in love with you, or someone might be secretly in love with the person that you are about to come together with. And that's the secret that is being exposed. It's like a person who's secretly in love with you, or who's secretly in love with your person that you are about to meet. Or you might be in a relationship right now. Someone is secretly in love with a person and they're trying to steal a person away from the other. I don't know. And then we have Turkey. As someone is behaving stupidly, I'm telling you. Oh, wow. Can I be honest? For some of you guys, I also pick up like an energy of a sister. Like a sister being, where a sister wants to steal the partner away from, or wants to like have a better wedding or a better relationship than her sibling. I don't know what this is about, okay? I don't know what this is about, but it's not... Again, I feel like this is a future prediction and Spirit is already preparing you for that. That's what it feels like to me here. Because in the song he says, I don't want another man to steal my love. So someone is possessive. And I feel like you need to be well rested, or I feel like you need to be... Oh, wow. Okay, listen. Spirit is telling you to rest, because this might be a messy situation. I did talk about it in a different reading. It was a future spouse reading. I talked about, you know, it's going to be magical how you meet your future spouse, but it's also going to be messy, you know, and you need energy for that. Or again, this could even be like when this wealth is coming to you, when this money magic is coming to you, you know, things are gonna get the fuck messy. You know how people say, like, I'm hearing the song, it's the money that makes shit get ugly. Okay, so the money is gonna come in, but it might cause some disruption, some ugliness in other areas of your life, and your spirit guides want you to be well rested for that. Okay, for some of you guys, you have been asking yourself, like, I'm trying to manifest money, I'm trying to manifest wealth into my life, you know, but it's not coming. Why? If you would be a spirit guide, okay, if you would be a spirit guide and you would watch a person who's trying to manifest wealth and abundance and stuff like that, and you as a spirit guide, you see, oh, this person is surrounded by a thief, this person is surrounded by a very, you know, a person that they lose their morals when money is involved. So this person would do some very fucked up shit just to have money, and this person is around the person that you're watching as a spirit guide. What would you do? You first of all would expose this motherfucker before you send the money, or you help this person to manifest the money, right? That could be another thing here, where you have to get away from someone here in order for spirit to bring money to you. If this person is close to you when this money comes in, they might actually, I don't know, it's not safe. It's like it's not safe for you to manifest this abundance and be around this person. Or you have to keep it hush hush. It talks about a secret, right? Where this money is gonna come in, and maybe it's like an energy where you have to be so secretive about it. Kind of like an energy where you have to be good at being secretive before this money comes in. So spirit might be training you to be good at keeping secrets or being secretive. Or what happens when you don't keep secrets. Kind of like showing you what happens when you don't keep secrets. Okay. Ay, caramba. Wow. This is not... This is not it. We also have here the card, let go for a few days and trust the process. Focus on something else that is in your control. So your spirit guides are telling you, let go, trust the process, rejuvenate, charge up on energy. Because again, it's going to be magical how this love comes into your life. It's going to be magical how this money comes into your life. But it's going to get messy. People are going to get messy. A particular person is going to get real messy. So they are preparing you. And for others of you, this is just an extra confirmation. Yes, you are correct. This person they like to steal people's joy. It's kind of like a Dementor. Like you know how in Harry Potter, the Dementors, they suck the happiness out of people, or they suck the life out of people? Yes. Energy vampire? Yes. A person who compares themselves to other people and then they, you know, develop some type of jealousy? Yes. A person whose shadow is out of control? Yes. It seems to be a younger woman. This person, again, you could have received signs around July, or this person is born in the month of July. Who are they? Who is this person? Again, for others of you, this might be a person that you don't even know yet. Okay. This might be like a crazy ex attached to somebody here. Can you clarify who is this thief here, please? So spirit pile number 3 knows. We have here plenty of material things, very materialistic. This is a materialistic person. They are obsessed with, oh, look at that. It says honor and respect will come to you. I'm being brought to the evil Queen of Hearts and Alice in Wonderland. This is a person who likes to give demands, or things always have to go her way. This could be a person who, how can I explain that energy? It's like an evil princess, I'm not gonna lie, or it's like an evil queen. I'm hearing off with her head, you know. We have here, you are highly thought of, the bow. This person could be a hairstylist, or they could really like to, you know, play around with their hair. We have here karma. Ooh, yeah. Karma, you will reap what you have sown. Hey. Yeah, Spirit is telling you to stay away from this person. I don't know if this person already is in your life, or this person is about to enter your life. If nothing, if you feel like, because the card literally said in the 7 of Cups talks about you already looked at this person and you felt the weird energy when you looked at them. But it says karma. So this person is about to receive karma. For the time being, it's kind of like an energy where you have to stay away from this person because they are about to receive karma or whatever. Or this person can only receive their karma when you stay away from them, because if you are around them, you get affected by it. I don't know. This is weird. We have here yoke. It says feeling tied down or frustrated. This is a person who is, they might feel tied down or frustrated. They might feel tied down. Like I'm hearing, I don't want to be tied down to nobody. So they might not feel happy in their relationship. They might feel tied down or frustrated with their relationship or their career, and they project it onto you. Oh, involvement with the law. Oh, wow. This person is about to get exposed. They might actually get exposed around summer season, upcoming summer season. If you have been asking like the universe to expose somebody, this might happen around summer season, or it's already in the works, but maybe the grand finale is in summer season. Something about where this person's gonna get caught. Okay, basically your spirit guides are telling you they're taking care of this situation or this person. All you need to do is stay away from them, or do some stay away magic, you know, protection magic. One more. Who is this person with the thief energy here? What the hell is going on here? I feel like you already had a dream of this person, or you are about to have a dream with the star card here. Who is this person for power number 3? Teapot. It says deep friendship with someone of the same sex. So yeah, it's the same sex as you. Possibly a feminine energy here. I feel like this person gossips a lot. Okay. And again, I'm hearing shit is gonna hit the fan once you finally succeed or your dreams come true. Again, I don't know who this person is, if you already know them, if this is like a new person. Maybe, for example, you're gonna get into a new company, and then this person's gonna be there and they're gonna fight for your position in the company. They don't want you to outshine them, so Spirit is already preparing you. Now, let me get one last card. Who is this person? So power number, an older woman. So this could also be an older woman. It doesn't have to be a younger woman. It could also be an older woman here. And with the firecracker, I'm being brought to New Year's Eve. Something happened around New Year's Eve. Something will happen around New Year's Eve. Oh, man. Okay. Listen. Now I get the message. Because we have the card here, yoga and exercise are essential to your well-being, peace and mind. And peace of mind and spiritual growth right now. Spirit is telling me here they want you to exercise a lot more, because I almost want to say exercise is helping you, like yoga or exercising or going to the gym is helping you to be as calm as possible, or to be as grounded as possible, because you have to be grounded when this messy situation is taking place again. Your dreams are coming true, but someone is going to be messy. Someone is going to try to, I don't know, like create some type of mess in your life, or they're going to try to confuse you. You can only get confused if your mind was not clear in the first place. If your mind is crystal clear, this person cannot confuse you. So your mind has to be calm, cool, and collected and crystal clear. Does that make sense? That's why your spirit guides are saying get some rest. You know how when you didn't sleep, you see things double, or you don't see something, like you read something and then you don't read it properly because you didn't get sleep. So focus on your sleeping schedule, focus on getting your sleeping schedule on track or something along those lines. And for others of you, this is about you exercising, okay? Something about exercising is going to bring a lot of mental health to you. You're going to feel clear-minded. And you're going to need that for the situation. It's beautiful, but it's gonna get messy because, you know, this is just the person who gets the fact triggered when, you know, dreams, like, this is a person who says dreams don't come true. And then here you are, pile number 3, dreams come true, and then they get triggered. I don't know, you know, what this is about. So you have to be aware of that energy here. Spirit is basically telling you, prepare yourself for your dreams to come true. How do you prepare yourself? Have a crystal clear mind. Have a peaceful mind. Then you're going to be able to see through the bullshit. Okay. If not, you're going to get confused. They're going to be able to confuse you or trick you. I'm hearing real eyes, realize, real lies. Pile number 3, I want to get one last card. Who is this person for pile number 3? What's going on? Who is this person for pile number 3? We have the 9 of Pentacles here. I'm hearing this could be a person that you study with. I don't know why. This could be a classmate because I'm seeing you here studying, or you went to a library with this person. This could be a person who likes to... This is a person who's overly confident to the point where... Yeah, this is a person who's overly confident. Like they... how can I explain that energy? They get joy in stealing people's confidence, or they get joy in making people feel insecure. This is so twisted, but I'm seeing it here. Like when they see you insecure, they get happy. They like, oh, they're excited or whatever. This is a person who pretends to be happy as a single, but they are really jealous of people who have a relationship here. This person could own a dog. They don't have to. This person could own a car, but they don't have to, or they could talk a lot about cars, or they always compare your car to their car or whatever. I'm hearing the song Cut You Off by Kendrick Lamar. In the song he says, she's mighty fine, but I know her heart. She's mighty fine, but I know her heart resides next to bitterness. Always talking about who she don't like and who she kicking with, who she wanna fight, who wearing a weave, who's holding the keys to the car she drove last year, and who fucking on who. Getting on my nerves, but before your negative energy curves, bitch, I'ma cut you off. What should pile number 3 do about the situation here? They want you to be aware because he's holding like a lamp, like a, how do you call it, like a, I don't know how you call it, but he's holding like a little lamp. I'm hearing speak once and listen twice. People are going to expose themselves to you. I'm hearing if you listen closely, you will know a person's intentions. Speak once, listen twice. And I did talk about that in pile number 1, kind of like it's important to test a connection. Spirit wants you to keep being focused on your goal. Okay, keep being focused on your goal, but make sure that your self-care is top-notch. Okay. It's preparing you to deal with this energy here. I don't know who they are. What should pile number 3 do about this situation? Yeah, and for others of you, this is all about exercising. Exercising makes you the healthiest version of yourself. So the more you exercise, the better you are prepared for this messy energy here. Hanged Man. Oh yeah, Hanged Man. You see, the Hanged Man is all about not taking action. So Spirit doesn't want you to do anything right now. It's kind of like, how can I explain that energy? They might be telling you, first of all, to take a break, but they also might be telling you to, how can I explain that energy? To wait until this person makes a move, in case you know who this person is around you. Or let's say, for example, you are in front of them, right? Let them start the conversation. Sit there in silence, let them start the conversation. Do you know what I mean? Or kind of like, I'm being brought to playing chess, let them make the first move. So that you kind of like, you can analyze what their next move is. I don't know what this means. It's weird. There's something weird going on here. Okay. I feel like either this energy is about to happen in your life because you are about to fall in love, or there's about to be new love in your life. Okay, or something about money magic manifesting here. That's why there's many messy energies around you. And I did talk about that in the Future Spouse reading. Okay, so this could happen in the next couple of days because it says let go for a few days. In the next couple of days, you could actually manifest. Let me see what happens in the next couple of days, okay? Because I don't know, Spirit is telling me this energy could happen in the next couple of days. It didn't happen yet, it might happen in the next couple of days. What is happening in the next couple of days for pile number 3? You know what the funny thing is? I wanted to do a reading about like your next 7 days, but I didn't because I felt like Spirit told me I should do this reading, but it says fan. It says romance, celebration, party. So you're going to be celebrating good news or something about, we talk about it where someone wants to invite you to a party or a gathering, but their intentions are not pure, or something about where you will have to decline an invitation with a very clear no to protect yourself from this person's energy. For others of you, romance is coming into your life the next couple of days. For others of you, you're going to be celebrating some type of manifestation. We have here completion and wealth. It's like your manifestation is complete. What is happening the next couple of days for pile number 3? You see, I feel like the next couple of days are going to be intense. That's why Spirit is telling you, please take care of yourself. This is going to be messy. Don't be sleep deprived. Go to the gym, do your exercise, do your stretching. You need to be prepared, okay? Mentally. It says, someone going out of your life or the end of a situation. So this thief energy might actually go out of your life the next couple of days where, oh yeah, this could be like this drama energy, kind of like, oh, this person's getting exposed and, you know, like, va-va-voom, it's like, it's a lot, you know, energetically, it's a lot because this person's getting exposed. So this person could be leaving your life the next couple of days. If you feel like there's like a weird energy around you, oh yeah, for some of you guys, this person's negative energy is leaving your life the next couple of days. You're taking care of yourself, excellent, and that's why this negative energy or this person's like juju or voodoo or whatever is leaving your life the next couple of days because you take care of yourself. Okay, what is happening in the next couple of days for pile number 3? Look at that, we have here, use your intuition to make beneficial changes, I'm telling you. And then we have here, look at that, we have here strong emotion, passionate love or hate. So I feel like, I don't know, I feel like someone is, again, someone is triggered here. Someone is triggered here, or someone will be triggered because you say no or because you stand up for yourself or whatever. What is happening the next 7 days for pile number 3? One last card. We have here psychic abilities. It says psychic ability, trust your intuition. You will see that your intuition was spot on the next couple of days. Something that you knew for years or something that you told people for years, it's going to come out. The truth is going to come out in the next couple of days, okay? Short journey. I'm hearing something funny. In my language, we say lies have short legs, kind of like you don't get far with lies. That's why we say like lies have short legs. This is what I'm being brought to. Okay, I've had a Roman celebration party energy here. So there's some good news coming to you that will trigger another person. We have family matters, seahorse. Yeah, so for some of you guys, Spirit wants you to do candle magic, or some type of candle magic is coming true the next couple of days, okay? What is the celebration energy here? I'm telling you, it says a meeting with a stranger could be important. You might be meeting someone new the next couple of days. And then it says basket, recognition, reward for merit. I'm telling you, there's good news coming to you, recognition coming to you the next couple of days. One last card. What is the fan energy about here? And someone is leaving your life at the same time. So I feel like this thief energy, maybe you have been asking the universe, man, you know, I want to, you know, get away from, kind of like an energy where you have been asking the universe to protect you or to keep you safe or to take this person out of your life, or it's going to happen in the next couple of days here. So you might be celebrating that someone is leaving your life the next couple of days. They could be leaving the company, they could be moving out, something like that is going on here. Someone is leaving your life, but you're going to be happy about it. This could even be like your friend finally breaks up with her toxic boyfriend and then your connection comes back. Does that make sense? Could even be something like that. Oh, by the way, pie number 3, I forgot to say the whole exercising thing is not so much, you know, about, you know, having the perfect body or losing weight or whatever. This is more about mentally, how mentally exercising and stretching and doing yoga, it works wonders for mental health, because you have to imagine that, you know, anxiety or confusion is all energy, right? Usually when we are confused or when we are scattered or when we have a lot of thoughts, because confusion comes when the mind is full of thoughts, right? And you don't know which thought is the right one, or kind of like where you get confused about, like, you know, this could be true and that could be true. Or for example, anxiety also means that it just means there's like an overflow, or like you are overstimulated, or you have too many thoughts in your mind that create some type of fear or anxiety or something along those lines. So when I say exercising, this is more a mental thing, because it just means that there's a lot going on in your mind, meaning there's a lot of energy in your mind. But when you exercise, you move that energy that is overactive in your mind into your body. And we all know that when you know, like exercise or something along those lines, you are even you're too tired to have, like, I don't know, like 20,000 thoughts racing at the same time, right? It's kind of like you're slowing the energy down in your body, mind, soul, and spirit by exercising. So your mind is no longer racing because you used that energy and you were exercising or you were stretching or something along those lines. And also, what happens when you exercise, sometimes there's even the energy of like and the exercising is also very important when it comes to when things are piling up inside, right? When you are, for example, frustrated about multiple things, this frustration somehow, you know, like stores in your body, mind, soul, or spirit. So when you go for a run, or when you do some exercising, or when you do yoga, you basically have an outlet, or you have a way of, it's basically kind of like the energy where you have an outlet to exhale, or where you have an outlet to let go of, or to the best way I can describe it is when your body is heating up, and when your body is too hot, you start to sweat, right? It's kind of like your body is getting rid of excess heat. So it's the same thing with when you have too many thoughts in your mind, or when you have too much frustration or too much anger in your mind. When you then exercise, you let it out of your body. So this anger or this frustration is no longer in your body, or this anxiety is no longer in your body. It's the same thing with our thoughts, just as if, again, when you're very, very hot and then your body is overheating and then you start sweating, for example, or when there's something, you know, something going into your nose and then you start sneezing, you are basically letting go of something that is triggering the body, or something that is somehow causing some type of blockage, or causing some type of like where there's like an energy that is causing some type of stagnation, some type of blockage, some type of stiffness, you know. So when you move your body, you let go of that. You basically have an outlet to release whatever this energy is. It's the same thing with our mind, the same thing as when you sneeze, or when you start sweating, you know. Or for example, when you are sad and then you cry, there's like a lot of emotions in your body, and these emotions you need to let them out in order to let them go. That's why you also sleep like a baby after you cried, you know. So it's the same thing with thoughts. I just wanted to say that because I don't want to give the impression that it's all about like you having a perfect body or whatever. This is not what I meant, you know. I was just thinking like, oh, I hope it didn't come across like the wrong way. I'm not telling you like, in case you do want to do that to look good, then of course do it, you know. That's beautiful if it excites you or if it motivates you. But this is more so like a mental thing when I say like exercising is good for you, or you know, like get ready or exercise a lot more to really, you know, practice the best self-care possible. It's not about the perfect body. It's about how much mental health it brings to you, or how much calm energy it brings to your body, mind, soul, and spirit, you know. Maybe that's also significant for someone here where you maybe don't like exercising because the pressure to have a perfect body is like not motivating you. But if you know, approach it from a place of like, I just want my mind to be okay, or I just want to calm the energy down in my body, mind, soul, and spirit, maybe it gives you more motivation to actually do it, okay? Just to let you guys know. Number 3, I hope you like this reading. I'm going to see my next one, and I wish you a lovely day.